Alter Nerd rocks the screen. She's a straight shooter, if you know what I mean. Dishing out the truth about the royal scene with a fist of fire and a voice so keen. Hitting hard with those altar bridge vibes. No sugarcoating, no false alibis. Tearing down the lies she despises. Yorkshire lass with fire in her eyes. Stef don't play, she holds the line. Shouting from the rooftops across the digital vine. Harry and Meghan under her sign. Fearless and bold with a soul that shines. See a fake, she's a beacon bright, unraveling the drama without a fright. Armored with honesty, ready to fight. Injustice quivers at her sight. Unbreakable will won't be confined. Mind of steel and heart redefined. Rhetoric sharp, leaving dust behind. In Stef's world, truth is intertwined. Stef don't play, she holds the line. Shouting from the rooftops across the digital vine. Harry and Meghan under her sign. Fearless and bold with a soul that shines. Will won't be confined. Mind of steel and heart redefined. Rhetoric sharp, leaving dust behind. In Stef's world, truth is intertwined. Stef don't play, she holds the line. Shouting from the rooftops across the digital vine. Harry and Meghan under her sign. Fearless and bold with a soul that shines.
Hey
so's
up
mine.
everyone, it's me, Stef The Alter Nerd, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to a very, very special Daily Nerd Live. Just to explain, technically, for full disclosure, my birthday is on the 9th of October, but as I've been keeping you guys updated, I was in Italy then with my granddad and that whole situation there. It just was not the right time for me to celebrate my birthday. But, you know, a couple of weeks later, I thought, do you know what? Now it's time to celebrate my birthday when I can actually speak English with some of my very good friends here in the community. Ta-da! Oh my goodness! Guess who came to my birthday party stream? Never really done anything like this before, so I'm a little bit nervous here. But we have the wonderful Tiffany revealing the narc. Officially unmasked now. Oh my goodness. Where has that face been all my life? Hey up, love.
Hi everybody. Hi, Mom.
And we have not Nancy from the Sidley twins. Hey up, Stephanie. How's it going, love?
Hey guys, Nancy is on a plane home from Chicago, so I'm doing this solo, but I just wanted to, of course, be in the spirit of Halloween and wear a costume every day. I am officially today not Nancy. And Tiffany, might I add, hubba hubba.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wowza. Hi, Mom. Hi, Tiffany's mom.
let me put it this way, right? If I was a lesbian, I wouldn't say no, Tiffany. Hi,
There
Tiff's
you
mom.
go.
Oh my!
And then we have Sue Smith. Hey up, Sue. How's it going, honey?
It's going. I've got my hard apple cider. Hi, Tiffany, and hi, Tiffany's mom.
Yes. Tiffany's mum is
birthday,
like
Steph.
the unofficial, like, 7th person on this stream now. If Tiffany's mum actually wants to call in, like, Tiff, like, Send her the link. I'd be cool with that. Then we have the gorgeous Michelle from Royal Daily Tea. I hope you guys caught her live stream earlier on with HG Tudor. Damn, is that something that you are doing every week now? I'm noticing that you're doing it every week.
We're doing it once a month. He's been very gracious with me, which is shocking, but he's very nice. And we talked about the paranormal and some Halloween fun today, kind of a nice break from the Harry and Meghan and narcissism. So we had a lot of fun talking about that. And we're doing it once a month. So he's going to come back next month, or the next 2 months. Yeah.
Fair play. Why did I think it was like every week?
It feels like every week. Every time I turn around, and the weeks go so quickly, but it's once a month.
Well, it needs to be every week. That is for damn certain. Those streams are fire, guys. Make sure you tune into that. And then we have, of course, last but certainly not least, Resting Dollface. Hey up, lads. How's it going? How's your weekend been?
Hi, happy birthday.
Thank you. 39, my last year in my 30s. Before I go naughty 40.
You're a baby. You're a baby.
Yeah, you're so young.
Yeah. But no, do you know what? In my head, I still feel like I'm 18. But I know I'm 39.
You're dirty 30. Then you'll be naughty 40, nifty 50, sexy 60, and it just goes on from there.
Oh, wow. I didn't know about those, man. After 18 and 21, I thought I had to wait for 65 to look forward to anything. Thanks, Sue.
No,
They say 70 is the new 40. That's what everyone's saying right now. That's what everyone's saying.
Interesting. All right. Well, I'm looking forward to climbing up those ranks as each decade passes.
Yeah.
But guys, again, for full disclosure, for those that are watching out there, as I mentioned earlier on, a lot of you guys have been asking, what would you like for your birthday? What would you like for your birthday? Well, any super chats, anything that you send is going to go straight to this little birthday present for me. I've got my eye on this e-bike that I really, really want now, guys, because it goes like, I think it's like 120, 140 kilometers in like one charge. That'll do for me. So any super chats or anything that you send in my PayPal for this stream, it's just going to go straight to that as a little birthday gift for anyone that wants to contribute and anyone that's asked, what do I get for your birthday? Just contribute to that only if you can, guys. Super chats, if you want to go through my PayPal, it's linked right at the top of the live chat. With that being said, guys, oh my goodness. Firstly, before we get into the main topic, right, which is Meg's call to ban AI, which is a ploy to take down our channels. And I'm going to get into that in a moment because there's a lot of, I think, background information that you guys watching might not actually be aware of that I'm going to be revealing. First and foremost, breaking freaking news. Because Megzy made Halloween come early this year. But not in a great way, of course. Yeah, she decided to kind of like upload this Instagram post over the last couple of hours. Now, I'm not going to play the music because obviously she's going to copyright us on that. But then there's like certain pictures, blah, 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 blah. Creepy Uncle Marcus. Daria makes an appearance, who knew? Then we've got this, which is Hazza doing the pumpkin situation, carving a pumpkin. Like, from being Prince to now being his Instagram loving bitch's bitch on Instagram.
Well, they're trying to be relatable.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we can see now why they skipped Halloween and went straight towards the holiday special.
There's nothing relatable when you look at that video of them in the pumpkin patch and you realize there's nobody else there. They had the place cleared just for them.
Of course.
Because the children can't be around other children. And then number two, I can't help but notice that everybody's wearing a jacket except for the daughter. And also she looks like she's wearing, I could be wrong, please. But if you go back and you look at her, she's 4, right? Is she not potty trained? Because she looks like she's wearing a huge pull-up diaper, is what it looks like to me. Also, haven't we seen a video before of the boy running through a maze? Didn't we see that on the Netflix special already? I mean, it's like she keeps putting out the same content
Yeah.
over and over again. But
Same
I couldn't
script.
notice
Same
there's
script.
nobody there.
So much for the whole, it was important to build community. You can't trust your gated community with your kids that you claimed are out there, slinging jam at the farmer's market. Really?
Exactly. And look, they have to hold hands, but look how far apart they are.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's like,
that's exactly what I wanted to get on to next. Yeah. This is supposed to be a show of family unity at Halloween, but it's anything but, really, at the end of the day. For her to be an actress, she ain't a really good one.
have you guys noticed that whenever they're having marital issues or whenever there's talk of marital issues, Marcus Anderson suddenly appears?
I know.
Yeah.
What
but I
is
also
that
see,
all about?
Yeah, but also, like, obviously they're using the kids as a shield. I mean, Nancy and I talked about this a million times. It's the Kardashian script. When you have a scandal, which she did in Paris, you put the kids in front of you. And that's exactly what she's doing. And we're all talking about that. And instead of talking about how Marcus looked at her at Balenciaga that night and how Marcus was in the car with her while she was driving towards Diana's crash site, we're now going, oh, look, Marcus is playing with little Archie. Do you see what's happening here?
Yeah,
Of
like
course
I'm
they
with
had to
you.
involve Marcus.
Yeah, because it's like you said before, it's like about burying that whole Marcus thing and the search engine thing too, because you're
Exactly.
absolutely right. She did this grand entrance, and part of the video she released for Paris was really embarrassing. It showed her she didn't know to go left or right of the palm tree, out the door. But I mean, Marcus made it seem like he clearly belonged, he knew what to do, and she's over there trying to have side conversations, and he like corrected her the same way that Harry corrected her on the balcony, like turn around.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
also I'm sorry guys, and also we see Doria in this video, and the Oprah stuff just came out a couple
Yeah,
days ago.
that's
So
in
we're
my-
seeing this pattern of sort of like Meghan buffering us and preparing us for Marcus and Doria's, they're coming back.
I think that this is not
Ridiculous.
about the Paris video. I get what you're saying. I think
Yeah.
this is about her going to Godmother's bookstore for what was supposed to be the launch of her longtime friend's book. And she turned the conversation to herself and her children and took over the whole freaking thing. And I mean, she's, the woman's said in the microphone, oh, when you structure your children, you don't have to worry about them getting bored. And Meghan immediately jumped in, oh, well, when I was in New York with this is what I did. And I'm like, but then I couldn't figure out why Meghan was friends with this girl. Did you guys know that she's part of the Scripps family? It's like the 48th most richest family in the United States. They're worth billions.
I didn't know that,
Oh.
but it's not shocking. I
But
mean, they
that's-
knew each other in college, right? Is
They
this
knew
college?
I don't think they knew each other in college. I think they were in the same sorority. I think they met. They obviously did not keep in touch in college. And then now they've reconnected amazingly enough. But I knew something was off when this woman was talking about, oh, well, we just sold the house and sold everything and went to the car and traveled for 18 months. Normal people can't do that. But then when you go in a little deeper and you realize she's like one of the wealthiest families in the world, or in the United States, and she's worth billions, then it begins to make sense why Meghan's hanging out with her.
I just want to point out that we have started seeing Marcus regularly since Disney,
That's true.
right? So what happened? Where has he been? And since we saw him at Disney, Meghan keeps appearing places like formal type places, right? We had Disney where supposedly we know that was a pay for play. And how many pay for plays have we seen since then?
They were at Disney. He was in New York with them when they got their humanitarian award. And now he was in Paris with her. And now they're at the I'm telling you, whenever they have major issues, Marcus Anderson is there. I think Marcus Anderson is acting like a buffer. I think
Marcus is there because the brand failed.
Yeah.
That's why Marcus is there. If As Ever was successful and Meghan actually had her crap together and you had to actually cultivate things, then Marcus would not be there. Marcus is there because she failed again.
Did you hear, by the way, that she's been offered a job at the Soho House? Talk about
I literally, great minds literally think alike because, yeah, I saw this article right here.
Yes.
That, yeah,
True.
she apparently has been offered a role as global ambassador to Soho House. And I thought it wasn't a coincidence. All of a sudden, this is coming out at the same time as Marcus all of a sudden coming back into Hazard and Megsy world. We saw him at that New York City event. We're now seeing him in these clips that she's uploading to Instagram. So could it be all linked to her being this global ambassador to Soho House, which, if you're to believe the reports, isn't doing well revenue-wise anyway?
Oh my God. Could you imagine? She went from being a duchess to hosting people at the Soho House. Could you imagine like how the mighty have fallen?
It's not 15 years ago. Soho House is nothing now. Nobody goes to the Soho House. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just telling you from firsthand experience. It's ridiculous. It's like when her and Harry went to the bungalows. You remember that first time when they went to the LA bungalows? It's like, what are you doing? It's not 10 years ago. Like, what do you like? We're not all staying at the Standard on Sunset, you know, like get with the times. Sorry, but it's true. It's like she really is 10, 15 years behind us on Pinterest, on everything.
We knew that when she came out with archetypes and she starts talking about labels that hold women back, and the labels she was putting out were from 20 years ago. It's like nobody uses those anymore.
I can give her a label that holds her back: global ambassador to Soho House.
Yeah. But to be fair, all you have to do is just look at her Instagram and know that it is completely outdated. It was absolutely fine like 10 years ago, but now it's, like I say, completely outdated in terms of what she is uploading to Instagram. Did you see that bit? Like yesterday or day before, the whole save the date thing, but a calligraphy. It was like, Dave the date. Who the hell is Dave?
Which one? The one where she's spreading the jam, or the one where she's hazed out walking through the trees like she did when she was announcing As Ever before, when it was the other American Riviera Orchard, remember?
Sue. There's a new one where she has a card now with her calligraphy.
I saw that one.
And so I have a question for y'all. So it looks like, I thought it looks like she was going to be restocking her raspberry jam, because remember we were all saying that's her #1 bestseller, but yet she never restocked it. But then it looks like it's a holiday teaser. So do you think she's going to be releasing some sneak, because you know her holiday specials next month, guys? It's probably November 1st.
Yeah, it's in November. She said it was in November.
It's in November, which is weird for holiday. So I'm kind of wondering if you guys think it's going to just be a crappy restock with her crepe mix, remember, because it was sold out, and her cookies and the raspberry jam, or do you think she's going to drop a holiday sneak peek, because she said kind of like the holidays? So I'm kind of wondering if she's kind of like soft launching her holiday show. Do you think it's a trailer? Do you think it's a...
What if it's a crisp topper and it's Meghan as an angel?
Take me out now.
You know
put
what?
me out of my misery. I cannot go any further.
I think it's olive oil. Remember during the As Ever, or the With Love Meghan, they made a point of going to that olive oil place, and they talk about how they get the olives from the trees. And here she is walking among the trees with her white sweater artfully draped over her shoulders. I think it's olive oil.
But she was showing the raspberry or whatever it was. It looked like raspberry.
True, but I think it's olive oil.
That could be a good thing for the holiday season. Yeah.
Olive oil?
It can't be jam, because her ingredients doesn't meet the criteria for jam. It can't be preserved, same thing. If it's gonna be anything like that, it's gonna be spread. Because again, she hasn't got the correct ratio of ingredients for her things to be called either jam or spread. So as she said right at the beginning, jam is her jam. Well, no, it really isn't. Spread is her spread. And if you're to believe the rumours in her past, like I've said before, maybe she does have a little bit of experience with spreading.
Oh, dear.
Anywho, that's that.
Hi, Tiffany's mom.
Hi, Tiffany's mom.
Holiday season, naughty or nice with Steph over there.
Hi, Mom Sidley. Hi.
Hi, Sidley's mom. Hi, everyone's mom that's watching.
Over her head. So
hi, Kim's mom. For anyone
These are
that
the
gets
type-
that
this is-
reference, extra nerd points to you
They
guys.
like this. They like this. They like
It's
it.
stuff like this when I'm like, thank God my parents are deceased.
Oh dear.
My mother would be like, what the hell? Get
my
off of
mom,
there.
and I'm sure Tiffany's mom enjoys this. It's fun, you know. If you
Oh
can't
my
laugh,
God.
then why are we even here?
Oh my
You know,
God.
Gotta laugh.
Is I talk to my mom, and my mom asks me, "What did Megan do today?"
Yeah, exactly. Same.
Well,
Same.
on that bombshell, let's get into the main topic, because Meghan Markle and Hazard's call to ban AI for me has come out of nowhere, and I've got a little bit of an opinion conspiracy theory, whatever about this. I think it's a ploy to take down our channels because we use AI pictures of her in our thumbnails. A lot of us do, and she can't get us on that for now. So for those that may have missed it, here's the article. Hazard, Megza joining with the others, calling for a ban on AI superintelligence before it destroys the world. They're calling on a ban because they feel it threatens humanity. They were like, we call for a prohibition on the development of superintelligence, not lifted before there's a broad scientific consensus that it will be done safely and controllably and strong public buy-in. Hazard added in a personal note saying the future of AI should serve humanity. Yeah, like he should serve, you know, the people of the UK. How that didn't go well, did it? Anyway, not replace it. I believe the true test of progress will be not how fast we move, but how wisely we steer. There is no second chance. That means absolutely nothing to me. But just to give you a little bit more of a background before I get the girlies in to comment on all of this. So, how is Hazard and Megzy trying to stop me and other YouTubers with our thumbnails? Well, you may have noticed, as I said, that the majority of the pictures that I use on this channel for Hazard and Megzy on my thumbnails are created by AI. Mid-Journey to be precise, as you can see right here, right? You'll even notice, you guys, that in every description of my video, I write the following: full thumbnail images satire created by Adobe Photoshop and artificial intelligence artwork, which is absolutely true. Now, in terms of the UK law, in terms of copyright, it essentially turns around and says that you can use recreations, illustrations, which AI is classed as an illustration, for fair use as long as it's parody, caricature, pastiche. But also as well, you can use it for private study, criticism, review, or news reporting. So for me, in a nutshell, guys, Megzy and Hazard are not calling on for a ban for AI superintelligence because it's going to destroy the world. Because at the moment, we're not there, and I don't even think we will get there, right? For me, they're calling on a ban on AI so it stops creators like myself and you guys creating AI illustrations of them for thumbnails and other innocent legal endeavors. Because this is the bit where I'm going to tell you guys a little bit behind the scenes of what's been going on here. A couple of years ago, there was a photographer, I'm not going to even say their name, right, who copyright striked a buttload of channels for using their pictures in thumbnails. Now, for me, this was a way, as far as I could tell, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, for Megzy to take down our channels. Because if you get 3 copyright strikes, you're out, you're done, that's it, your channel is gone. So we all got wise to that play very quickly, and a lot of us started to use AI-generated images of Hazard and Megzy's illustrations for our thumbnails instead. And so by doing that, they couldn't put in the copyright strikes against us anymore. So do I believe that Hazard and Megzy want to ban AI because I think it's going to destroy the world? For me, they've never spoken out about AI before. And what are their credentials? What's their background to this? And absolutely zero as far as I can tell. So their real reason why they want to ban AI? For me, it's to stop your favourite Megzateers, like myself and the lovely ladies here, from using AI-generated images of them in our thumbnails. Because where they could largely copyright strike us on using photographer images of them, they can't copyright strike us on using AI-generated images. So, bringing in the girlies here, what do you guys think to all of that?
You know, this is funny that, not funny, what a coincidence that this is coming out the same week we saw a video come out that a lot of people talked about that turned out to actually be an AI video based on a photo. It's almost like there is supporting evidence somehow that has been leaked. I mean, I don't know how that video got out there, but what a coincidence that these two things happen at the same time.
Well, I'm going to say, but I can see where they think it could be dangerous and not necessarily toward YouTubers, because, like you said, I believe it was Chrono Royals made an AI video of Megan drinking the wine, and everyone was passing it around like it actually happened. And in a way, that is dangerous because someone can do that about anybody. So we do have to say AI can be a very positive thing, but also can be a very dangerous thing, especially for someone who's famous. And believe me, I am not sticking up for her at all. But we have to say that there are some sick people out there who make videos and images and other forms, and
Mhm.
that people will pass it around and believe it. So AI can be a dangerous tool if abused. But I would say the creators here in this space, we use it, like you said, to protect ourselves and to be creative, and we make thumbnails. We're not out there doing any damage. We're just simply making a thumbnail. But even on Grok, you can now
Mhm.
turn it into a video, which is cute. Like I did a little one of Megan going life support for her as ever spread, going life support, and it was cute. But at the same time, if it's in the wrong hands, could there really be damage? So I can understand what they're saying, that we need to have some kind of policing on it, because you don't want people making porn of your images somewhere and releasing it places people believe it, right? So I
I'm
can understand that, but I also understand what Steph is saying, is that we're trying to protect ourselves and we're just putting a creative thumbnail. So in a way, are they getting two birds with one stone?
but we're
That's
using it responsibly.
we are
We're
correct,
using it
but other
responsibly.
people aren't.
But I'm going to tell you exactly what I put on Twitter. This is exactly what I wrote on Twitter. I wrote, Harry making demands for AI is peak irony. He's not a tech exec. He's not a policymaker. He's not an AI ethicist. I can't even say the word. Him speaking and weighing in on superintelligence AI feels like a frog lecturing on fusion reactors.
Ribbit to that. Yeah.
I mean, the
Ribbit,
man will,
ribbit, ribbit,
will hitch his name to anything. They're throwing everything at the wall to see what'll
Yeah.
stick. So since other big name people are coming out with this, he's like, oh, we could put our names on this. We could be more
Yeah.
important. I mean, the guy's
I
loser.
think this is a clear, calculated attack on us as a community and everyone that is obviously calling her out. I think it's a clear, calculated attack. Listen, this is not the first time Meghan and Harry have come out and said, we need to censor stuff.
Yeah.
No.
We need to censor things. We have to censor the internet. And then they go and they get an Instagram page. So they're hypocrites. They can't they don't like the they don't like what we're saying to them. They can't handle it. But for some reason, they have no problem doing the same thing that we're doing to them, to us. So it's like, it's this hypocritical thing. But I really do believe that this AI thing is a clear attack on us. Absolutely. I agree with Steph. I agree.
And if I may, one, do I think they need to have like AI disclose that it's AI 100%? Whenever you're uploading a video to YouTube, you have to click on there. Does this contain anything where the image has been distorted, changed, whatever? I 100% agree.
Actually, sorry to interrupt there. So, there was, I can't remember who it was now, Renee from YouTube, right? The YouTube liaison. He actually turned around and he said that if you're using AI in your thumbnails, you don't have to click that option.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's if
Wow.
you're using AI in the actual video itself.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you clarified that, because there are a bunch of channels that are brand new. They're getting a lot of clicks, and they appear, I'm gonna say it, they appear to be using AI video. I mean, sometimes it shows what looks to be Megan walking down the hall, yet she's got a third arm growing out of her thigh, and it's clickbait. However, I think about it, look, you've got too many people on their phones. People read one thing. We've got the attention span of a zucchini, like 11 seconds. And so people read headlines, they hear one thing, they get triggered, they take it as fact. So yes, I do think we need to have things marked as AI because just for the public, just like you have on Google, hey, this is an ad. I mean, if you saw something, you swore it was like the president saying something or, saying that there's been think like War of the Worlds back from the 50s, right? Something like that happening. Yes, we need to have AI on it. It's a watermark.
Well, I
Okay.
think you can do that. So I think you can use AI images in your video, but I think if you like manipulate a video, like you're making her do something that she didn't do, like that wine drinking, that would be considered, we'd have to point out that that was AI created.
And
But
that's what
if
I'm
we-
specifically
right.
those things. Anytime, so
Specific
you
to the
can't pay to
image.
get that watermark
Right.
removed until we catch up with it. I say put a watermark on it just to notify the public. But I also think it's twofold, like with them. One, it's furthering their victimization. Okay, because nobody wants to hear they had to escape the palace anymore. Now it's look what they're doing with their images. Look at the bullying online. All they have to sell is victimhood because they don't have access to the royal family anymore. And it's not like they're doing anything on their own merit. That's my opinion. The other thing too is we know we all seem to have the same opinion. Meghan is living in the past. So if you've got these AI images out there more than she is, then nobody's going to want to pay for her picture because we're seeing her every day.
She peaked in high school.
Yep.
She did.
Well, I've heard through the grapevine that not the photographer I referenced, but BACKFIRED are also making the rounds at the moment, putting in copyright strikes to those that are using their images of Harry and Meghan without permission. So yeah, fair warning.
It's
to
really
creators
weird how-
out there that might be using BACKFIRED images. Yeah, maybe don't do that.
That's very interesting that all of a sudden this week, allegedly BACKFIRED's doing it. Some other person said the same thing. And I'm sorry, I thought fair use, fair dealing meant, hey, we're talking about this that was put out into the public domain. It's open to criticism and commentary. We're not out here selling magazines.
Well, understand though, that if you use like I get a lot of my images from the actual articles
Exactly.
and I use those pictures. And then if they want to say that's copyright and I want to fight them, they have to go and file a lawsuit and take me to court. Otherwise, the copyright strike doesn't stand.
Yeah.
Now, are you really going to sue me for using a picture that you put into a mass publication that went all around the world? And I used it by talking about it in my video. That falls under fair use, fair dealings. It does. I'm not taking your picture and altering it or taking a picture that you've only shown to 10 people. This is a picture. This is like, dare I say his name because he might materialize. This is like the person that worked for Harry and Meghan in the Netflix docuseries that I took one of his pictures that was all over the world in the public domain. And he tried to put a copyright strike and he was denied.
Yeah.
Because
I
that
think
picture,
once they sell the image and it's out publicly and we're providing commentary, like if you're like Steph does, she's on the screen and then she's literally showing the article.
exactly.
With the photo, we're giving commentary. That would be considered fair use. But
Exactly.
if we were trying to download just the image, maybe, and put it on our website or try to sell it or something, that would be a copyright.
That would be something
We're just
else.
talking about it because it's already in the public domain and we're using the article. It's not technically just the photo, and he gave up rights to the magazine. I don't know, but that's
and also we have to stop doubting ourselves.
Yeah.
I'm getting sick of Meghan Markle playing this little game head trip with us. Okay, we're doing nothing wrong. We live in America. I mean, not you, Steph.
No.
I'm kidding.
Not yet. That might actually happen given the state of the UK right now.
Steph, that was a joke.
We don't have the First Amendment here.
No, but I'm just saying, it's like she's playing these little head games, man, where she's just, like she's trying to trip us up, and it's like, oh, you're doing something bad here. You're you guys are the mean girls, or you're the bullies. No, we're not. No, we have receipts. We have proof.
Well, like, what's that whole thing? Like, don't whine, don't complain, don't point fingers, and prove your argument.
Don't complain, don't
don't
explain.
explain.
No, no,
Yeah.
the one I'm thinking of are the people who blame everybody for things and they're like, stop
Yeah.
doing that, improve your argument.
Narcissist?
Yeah, so
Narcissist?
why not get better at something? Because I'm sorry. It's been what, 2014 she started, oh, look at my jam and toast doesn't have to be daunting. It's been 11 years and it's not even good enough to be called jam.
Yeah.
Like you've regressed, girl.
Mhm.
You've had all that time off. You weren't out saving the world, champion of women's rights ever. What did you do? Get rid of the competition by telling women for 10 years you don't have to be in the kitchen?
This woman and Harry talking about trying to muzzle us with AI. This is no different than when he said that our freedom of speech was bonkers. He's part of the Aspen Institute with Katie Couric, trying to shut down free speech. If it's not working this way, he's going to try to work it this way.
Yeah.
That's really all this is. It's just a different angle. It's freedom of speech, but he's trying to attack it from a different angle. That's all it is.
I just want to add something from that montage that Megan posted today on Instagram. The
Mhm.
one that was the most shocking and surprising to me was Harry carving the pumpkin.
Jesus.
Why?
Never thought that
Mhm.
he would allow that long of a footage of him doing something. Was that surprising to anybody else? That to me is surprising. And
Yes.
It was. It
I think
was.
he's given up.
all the others we've seen before. We've seen the kids running. We've seen, but so much that Harry knew he was being recorded. That was really weird to me.
I
Of
think
course
he's
he knew it
given
was
up.
being recorded. And didn't you
He's given
notice
up.
the whole carving of that pumpkin was faked? And the reason why
Yes.
I say that is because
Yes.
when he goes underneath to take out all the guts, there wasn't
Yep.
anything there. He
Yeah.
was pretending to take out all the guts. That pumpkin was ready made, already
Yeah.
gutted, for him then
It's
just to
true.
put in the eyes and the gob. That was it.
It's
But it was
true,
also
especially
so basic.
especially in California. I'm sure Tiffany can agree with me. California, LA, all that stuff. They have people that do that for you, and then they put them on the
Wow.
table. Yeah, no, it's happened a million times. I mean, I used to bring my dog Rocky to the pumpkin
Yeah.
patch in LA. They do it for you. They take all the guts out, and then you just have to carve it and then take it home. I mean, it's ridiculous the amount of time she put on that. It's creepy.
Sloppy. That's
And you've never
terrible
seen
time.
Harry carve a pumpkin probably in his entire life. But
Never.
I think
never.
this whole thing, I think it was Sue who mentioned it. This is damage control
Mm.
because remember we saw them at the humanitarian speech, and then we saw Megan with that weird mic thing, and now she's gearing up for her holiday special.
Yeah.
So she's trying to sell the happy family. Look at us. We're going to the pumpkin farm. Look at Harry carving a pumpkin. We're living our best life away from the royal family with Marcus and Doria. You know, they're trying to sell that story that they're a happy family, right? And now they have the holiday special, and now she's doing that weird launch on the 28th. And I just wanted to show y'all really quick, just in case, my apricot spread compared to this High Grove.
Yep.
Okay,
Doesn't even
Yeah.
literally
compare.
half the price, twice the size,
And it's
Wow.
organic.
and it's organic and it's real.
And
actual
it's
preserve.
actual preserve. It's
spread.
not even spread. It's the real
Exactly.
deal.
Money
Exactly.
goes to charity with that.
Yes.
With vegan stuff, the money goes nowhere but into her
Yes.
pocket.
So what and
Yes.
am I right in assuming that the High Grove one tastes better?
Yes, if this is a real,
Mm.
it's a preserve, a strawberry preserve. Okay, so good, and it's 340 grams. Then we have this apricot spread. You know, it says
Oh.
spread 7.6 ounces, 216 grams. But if you
Yikes.
just look at the, can you see this? The
Yeah.
size.
So
Like,
are we assuming that she's
$12,
come?
8
Yeah.
ounce.
Are we assuming that she's teasing a strawberry?
It
Who
looks
the
like
Sue, is that what you said?
raspberry to me. It looked like there was some kind of like cherries or something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it was
See,
really round.
Cherries
I
and
think she did
raspberry.
that to throw you guys off the scent of what she's actually going to drop. But I got to be honest, though, I was at Costco the other day. I love Costco.
Pumpkin butter.
I got a freaking jar. I'm not kidding. The jar was this big of strawberry spread or raspberry
Yeah.
spread, whatever the hell it was. It was this big. It was like 5 of those jars in your hand in one container. And that one container at Costco was $8. And the thing is, from Megan, if you order, you have to order it. It's small it's runny, and then you have
Mhm.
to wait for it to show up. But if
No
you
label.
just go to Costco and buy
Label.
it, take it home and eat it. You get 5 times the amount for half the money.
It's literally so tiny, like fits in my hand. It's just
Yep,
tiny.
tiny,
I'm like,
tiny.
Wait, so wait, Michelle, is the label, does it have the label on it as ever?
it
No,
does.
on the top?
No,
Nope.
no. That's what I was pointing
Oh,
out. No.
Nancy was right.
It's so
Nancy
chintzy,
was
and then even Highgrove has. Can you see the word?
Yeah.
Highgrove?
That's
Yeah.
insanity.
So
Wow.
Megan's holiday
Eva,
thing is
it's
basically
so
National
chintzy.
Lampoon's.
So,
So
do you
chintzy.
remember when last year she was accused of white labeling from Small Batch Jamco? Well, I actually got a jar sent all the way from California. And, you know, it looks better than what Michelle's got from Megsy. And again, the top, ta-da, no expense spared. But yeah, guys, on that bombshell, we'll be getting into the second topic in a moment. Oh, everyone's showing the jams. Go on. Let's show Megsy what's proper
I
jam.
got this from one of our audience. It's so fun. It's American. This is right when American Riviera Orchard started, and it says American Riviera Scam Jam, and it's plum.
Okay, I got this from one of my subscribers. It's from the Windsor Farm Shop,
There you go.
and it's
Nice.
raspberry preserves. And I have not had the. I don't want to open. I don't want to eat it.
I'm not going to open mine either. I'm not going to open mine. It's
Oh my
beautiful.
God.
I love
But
it.
but this one actually has the nutrition information on the back.
I want to say too, our friend here, 100% of the net proceeds to this scam jam goes to wagsandwogs.org. Guys, wagsandwalks.org.
Now,
Can I
Take my money
I was-
now.
I
Can
was
I
gonna
say,
say-
let me
Go
say
ahead.
one quick thing before Steph moves on to this next thing. For
Yeah.
those of you who don't know, Daniel Martin, Megan's best little buddy, has teamed up with a candle company,
Oh,
and they're
geez.
selling. I know they're selling candles. They're a 45. It's like this big, $45 a candle, not including shipping. And they say a certain amount is going to charity, but they don't say how much.
Oh,
So it's
God.
probably like 1%.
At least it's not bath salts.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I'm guilty when I buy the $15 Bath and Body Works.
A $40 candle. Do y'all remember when it was really popular when they would have like a ring that would be hidden, like a piece of jewelry inside of the candle, and you would burn down the candle and then dig up
Oh.
the jewelry? So he doesn't even have jewelry in the candle. It's just a $40 candle.
It's
This
40
was 10
it's a-
years ago.
It was
This
a
was 10 years
45
ago.
It's a $45 candle, but the thing is, the proceeds, a percentage of the proceeds are going to a cat charity.
A cat charity or Daniel?
Cats. And some animal charity that does cats. And I'm thinking,
Okay.
because he was inspired by his rescue cat. And I'm like,
Mhm.
I'm not inspired enough to spend $45, and you don't even tell me how much of that is going to charity and how much is going in your pocket. So no, I'm good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Go buy a $15 Bath and Body Works candle and don't.
Technically, though, it's I don't know what it's like in America, but in the UK, when you're saying that something's going towards charity, you have to be very explicit as to the percentage as to what's going to charity. So you would have to turn around and say, 50% of the proceeds will go to this charity, 20% of the proceeds will go to this charity. In the UK, it's not good enough for someone to turn around and say, proceeds will go to charity. Under the Charity Act here,
Not
you've got to
here.
be specific.
Only
have to.
all it says is that a percentage is going to the cat charity, but it doesn't say how much.
The Kardashians do that with their KardashianCloset.com. They go, oh, well, you can buy our clothes, our used clothes, and the percentage goes to charity. They don't have to be specific. We all know that it's probably like 1-2%. That's it. I mean,
Megsy
that's
seems to be
America.
getting some charity raising advice from Sarah Ferguson, that's for sure. Has anyone, just on a side note, did anyone read Entitled
Yes.
by Andrew Lowney?
I
Yes.
have the audiobook. I'm going to get through it this weekend, but I'm going to ask y'all a question.
Go on.
The question is Meghan Markle going to promote Daniel's candle. I bet
She hasn't,
won't.
and it's
She
out.
hasn't yet.
She hasn't
I
yet. and
don't
it's
think she
out.
will.
Rumor is they're not talking, according to Dan Wooten, that they're not talking because he got in trouble for making some kind of post and he deleted the post. But I do find it weird that she doesn't ever promote her friends, right? She wants people to promote her. She never really promotes other people. So I just thought it was interesting that he has a candle business and you don't ever see Meghan promote it.
Megan's gonna blame Daniel for her recording herself driving towards Princess Diana's crash site. She's gonna go
drinking.
You guys, he made me do it. So I have to disassociate myself from him. I mean, I wasn't in my right frame of mind, but Daniel made me do it. I mean, that's what I think. I don't know.
I mean, she's an alleged narcissistic nutbag from hell, Michelle. What? I'm not shocked in that regard that she isn't promoting anything on her socials other than her own shit, really, at the end of the day.
Meghan's form of promoting her friends is what she did at Godmother's earlier this week.
That was so bad.
Which is pretty much promoting herself as well.
Let me just say, as far as Sarah Ferguson goes, I was shocked to hear that they said they were giving to charity and then the charities never got the money. That blew my mind. That she was raised money for charity and then she kept the money. I was shocked that somebody hasn't said something before now. Absolutely shocked.
On that bombshell, we're going to get onto the second topic in a moment. Hazard's reaction of Prince Andrew's titles being removed. A few thank yous very, very quickly to go through, though. Thank you to Sue Potter 3107, the General himself, Aussie Queen 2026, Carol, Miss Freedom 97. We've also got Aussie, I see you, Aussie, Princess Carol, Mama Bridge 4710, Flapper 27, big massive hearts to you, mate, as always. My goodness, very generous. Lisa Boo 70, Lizzie _B, Mic Drop Lisa, sound is perfect. Yes, thank you. Had a few issues over the last couple of weeks with my mic. Thank you so much to everyone bearing with me on that. Looks like Mic Drop Lisa has given the big thumbs up. It's fixed now. Cheers, love. Ms. M537, the big SM himself, Gunner Girl, Richard Waybright, and also as well, my goodness, hearts in the chat for Sue Potter as well for that very generous sugar bucks. And on my PayPal, Miriam, the big SM again, hearts to you, mate. My goodness, that was extremely generous of you. And hearts to Rosemary as well for your generosity in my PayPal. Thank you so much to all you guys for sending some sugar bucks my way to go towards my birthday present. The bike, when I do get it, my e-bike, I'm going to call it the Alter Nerd bike. Just the Alter Nerd bike. I just think it sounds really kind of like appropriate. But yeah, thank you so much. Again, full disclosure, anyone that sends anything to my PayPal or sugar bucks on YouTube, it's just going to go towards my birthday present from you guys, so thank you so much in advance. With that being said, let's get into it to the second topic because, Hazard's screwed and Meg's is screwed because it's just a matter of time now before their titles get removed. Prince Andrew's titles had to be removed alongside Sarah Ferguson's, of course. When I say removed, I mean, we know what we mean. It's just very shorthand for it. But for me, first and foremost, I think it is a practice run for when Prince William finally removes Hazard and Meg's titles. Mm-hmm. Now they've done it with Andrew, they know what to do next. Now they've got the mechanics in place to remove Hazard and Meg's titles. What do you think to that first and foremost, guys?
I feel like the palace missed the mark on this one. And let me just say, I said that today during my live and people got mad, but I feel like they missed the mark because they had the perfect opportunity to say, we're going to remove everybody from the website that's not a working royal. And they could have removed Andrew, Harry and Meghan, and Harry and Meghan couldn't have complained and said, look, they're bullying us. It's very simple. If you're not a working royal, you're not on the website. They had the perfect opportunity. And instead, what did they do? They left him on there as Prince Edward. And the last time I checked line of succession, he's still listed as Duke of York. So they haven't even fixed it. They had the perfect opportunity to remove them as counselors of state also, because obviously Andrew no longer qualifies. And while they're in there, they can say, listen, Harry doesn't have a UK domicile. He doesn't qualify. They missed the mark on this one.
I mean, I'm going to come from a different place. I mean, I feel a lot of people are like blaming King Charles. Everyone's upset with him. It's like he hadn't do it. I mean, we have to remember the late Queen probably had all this stuff in place before she passed away. She probably went to King Charles and told him, like, if anything bad is about to come out, let Andrew be the one to walk away from this. I don't want you to strip his titles. I don't want you to embarrass him. You got to remember, he's still my kid. I mean, I know I come from a different place, but it's like, I don't know, maybe my half Italian side is coming out, but it's like, I don't know. There's like loyalty in the family where it's, we all, of course, us from a different perspective across the pond want to go, yeah, strip his titles, you know, but maybe the late Queen really did say something to King Charles.
Well,
before she passed away.
Come and say, I understand what you're saying, but I don't agree.
I don't
That's
agree.
fine. That's fine. That's why we're all here, Michelle.
Right, I know, but we have two sides of the royal family, and I love you. So we have the firm and the family. But at the end of the day, I like King Charles, but you are the king.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, you need to step up to the plate, do the job, or step aside. I'm sorry. I'm tired of the excuses. Well, he has cancer. Okay, the Queen had cancer the last 2 years of her life. She was still the Queen. So again, I like King Charles, but we need to stop making excuses for people with bad behavior and say, well, he was a war hero. He didn't speak out about the royal family. So what? Does that excuse all the crap that this man?
I never came down on the war heroes.
No, I know. But it doesn't excuse their bad behavior that is putting the royal family in a house of ill repute and is damaging the future of the monarchy. So we need to quit pacifying this man and get them the hell out of the UK. I'm sorry. Don't pass go. Take Fergie with you. Get out of Windsor. No excuse. There is no excuse. And so I do believe that that is a blueprint for Prince Harry and for Meghan Markle. We can't put around and say, make excuses. Well, the Queen really wanted to look out for Andrew. The Queen is no longer here. We're 3 years later. We need to face reality that he is damaging the monarchy. Period.
Andrew was the Queen's favorite child.
It doesn't matter if he was the favorite. He was also doing.
I'm just saying.
I know. I'm just saying
too.
It's like my grandma has passed away, but I still respect the things that she told me before she left, and I still abide by them. So Michelle, obviously, Michelle's one of my good friends, like obviously, but we can agree to disagree on this.
Right.
Like there is family, and I'm just coming from a different perspective, and that's fine, and that's why we're all here, and we can disagree. But I'm saying, like in my heart of hearts, I think he really does not want to be the one to do it. Is he going to let Prince William do it? Yeah. Let Prince William do it. You know why? Because obviously King Charles, in a way, is the buffer. He's the guinea pig right now because when King William comes in, all hell's about to break loose.
Can we wait a decade? Can we wait 5 years?
We're not going to wait.
I don't think we're going to be waiting that long, sadly, Michelle.
I
really don't.
But what I'm saying is, I think King Charles needs to step up to the plate. Don't throw it on William. He needs to do the job while he's the king. Period. Don't put on William. That's my perspective. I know it's his brother.
He'll take it.
He'll still be his brother, but you can get rid of the dukedom, and strip him off. He has a palace in Dubai. You guys, this guy's going to be living on food stamps.
You know what?
Palace in Dubai, another castle in Scotland, another rich family's like, oh, we're going to help him.
He's not going to go. He wants to stay in London near his daughters. And what's going to happen is he's either going to have to go to Balmoral or Sandringham, which are the king's private residences.
He's going to go further.
Well,
or he's going to have to go onto Windsor property, but then he'll have to pay rent, which he probably can't afford. And he can't go to Windsor Castle. And then
William's not going to let him on Windsor Castle.
And then guys, though, let me just stop you there, because new reports are coming through here in the UK that the king wants to send Andrew and the Yorks basically up to Scotland. Give him a castle in Scotland, and that's it. Which actually makes sense. If you want him proper out of the way, you want him out of London, you want him out of England. Send him up to Scotland.
Isn't that castle also very remote?
Yeah, so it was the Queen Mothers.
He could walk around and not have to worry about the paparazzi hounding him.
Yeah.
I mean,
Prince William wants him off of Windsor, and I don't blame him because where his new house is, they're too close. He wants that man out. So
Yeah.
I believe that you're correct. He's either going to go to Scotland. There's also talk of him going to Dubai. Remember, King Juan Carlos from Spain lives in Dubai. All the rich people who get in trouble, you go to Dubai because you don't get in trouble. But he has a palace there. So I think Dubai or Scotland, and Fergie, I've heard she's might be going to Switzerland, but I think those two are going to leave the UK. That's my prediction.
Well, and I'm going to chime in a little differently here because, and please understand, we'll talk more at one of our slumber parties. I was so defiant growing up. So as my parents tried to tell me this is how the world works, basically, this is human nature, this is how society works. You've got to know these things, be who you are, but this is how it works. I was so rebellious. And so what I'm seeing here, let me ask you ladies this. If they were to do everything right now, one fell swoop, strip everything, kick them out, all this stuff, then what do you think the public is going to want the palace to do about Andrew should any more about his misdeeds come out? 48 laws of power.
It's not should, it will. There's a heck of a lot more that's coming out.
Exactly what I'm saying. So if they do this too fast, this is 48 laws of power. You implement change, you have to do it slowly, okay? There's no doubt this is coming, but they're doing it very much in a chess-like mode, in my opinion, from what I've seen, which is, hey, this is coming out. He tried it his way. Andrew goes, no, I'll just go do this great interview and everything will back off. And then they went, way to go, Andy. You really put your foot in this one.
Andrew wants us to
I love it when you guys try and do a British accent.
Yeah, exactly.
You should hear Andy try it.
I want to say,
You're just like Eliza Doolittle.
I want to say,
Proper like Eliza Doolittle, yeah.
Eliza Doolittle.
Totally. But this is the thing, right? Let's get on to this whole what they're going to do next. So first off, going on to Hazard's reaction, essentially, the story goes that they're referencing what he wrote essentially in Spare, right? Which was essentially that despite being involved in an embarrassing scandal, accused of having sexually abused a young woman, nobody has suggested removing his security. People may have a lot of grievances towards us, but these offences weren't one of them. Essentially, he's absolutely miffed that he's been able to, titles removed, this, that, and the other, blah, 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 but he's still getting an element of security that Hazard wants. Why is that? And then moving on, Hazard's reaction to this is going to be even worse for him, right? Because on this channel here, guys, I've been reporting over the couple of years this removal of titles bill, which all of a sudden has been resurrected thanks to, let's be real here, Prince Andrew. And so they're actually now trying to push this through Parliament. So a lot of you guys have said it'll take an act of Parliament for Hazard and Meg's titles to be removed. Here's the answer right here. They're just using Prince Andrew, first and foremost, as the guinea pig to get this through, remove his title, and then Hazard and Megxie are next. And for those that aren't familiar with this particular bill, it's essentially going to give the monarch, whether that's King Charles or King William, the power to remove through their own initiative the title. So they won't have to essentially consult really with anyone else. Might be following a recommendation of a joint committee of Parliament or the request of the person who holds the title and for connected purposes. It's already gone through the first reading. It's now at its second reading. So not only is Hazard absolutely angry that Prince Andrew was still somehow able to maintain his security for so long, but he ain't going to be too happy with this removal of titles bill being resurrected. So this is why I said it's not a matter of if they take any more action, but when. Right. Andrew's titles are definitely going bye-bye, swiftly followed by Hazard and Megxie once Prince William becomes king. There are already reports saying that Prince William has met behind the scenes with members of Parliament to start putting the mechanics in place for him to be able to do that. And it looks like this is the mechanics right here, the removal of titles bill. What do you guys think?
Let me jump in first. And first of all, I love all these ladies. It's all love here, but it's a good, lively debate. It's good for the ratings. Hit that like button. Steph's doing amazing. But it's a good,
Oh, God,
we're not-
Pip,
we're
Pip,
very beat up,
Pip.
but we love
Please,
each
for the
other.
love of God, send Steph a birthday.
That's right.
Something.
Let's
Please.
get those views and those things up. But no, we're all good here. We love each other, but it's good to have a difference of opinion.
I think
taught
so
you
too.
guys well.
I, for one, think this is an example of why they pacified this man for 3 years, and now more crap is coming out, and so they need to nip it in the bud. And I love King Charles, but sir, step up to the plate. Get that get the work with the letters patent, whatever it is. Don't push it on William, because they're turning him into the bad guy, and I don't like that. But he is the man who is the future. They are holding that monarchy, the Wales' family. So don't put it all on him. I wish King Charles would make that difficult decision. I know it's his brother, but again, the man's going to go to another mansion. He's got millions of dollars. The man is not going to be living a poor life because he can't have his hunting parties and he can't walk around this huge house. He can no longer afford. Let's be honest. He can no longer afford Travel Lodge or whatever it was. So I believe King Charles should step up and be the king. And the queen made difficult decisions when she was the queen with her sister and telling her who she could marry. She loved her sister, but she was the queen. So
Michelle.
you have to make difficult decisions with your family, especially ones who are breaking the law and are putting
Allegedly.
Allegedly putting the monarchy in repute. So for preservation purposes, I think he needs to do what needs to be done. No one's going to think badly of him. As a matter of fact, many people are really upset with King Charles for not doing it. So I understand his point of view. He was protecting his brother. It's been 3 years, and look what happened. It's worse.
The problem is this, Michelle, where in America things are done quickish, right? In the UK, it's at a glacial pace, and I mean a glacial pace. A lot of the things that need to be done to Andrew, given everything that he's done and all the damage he's done to the monarchy, does require not only the actions of the monarch, but the actions of Parliament as well. And I'm telling you this right now, it'll be Parliament that's slowing up the proceedings.
You don't think they would jump on board, Steph, considering the fact that Hasballs is now trying to sue again for security? I mean, my goodness, right? He's such a
He's
joke.
not trying to sue again for
Well, he's trying to
security.
have
He's just
people look
written
at
to
it,
the new
right.
Home Secretary thinking that because it's a new Home Secretary, he's going to get a different answer. He's not.
Right.
He's going to be told to piss off yet again, right? Because the
He's
UK
like a
does
dog
not have
with a
any
bone.
money.
He's like a dog with a bone. It's like, freaking give it up. It's over. Stop.
But don't you think Parliament would be open to making it happen? Because the Andrew situation's not a good look.
Yeah,
Not
they
the
are
Andrew
open to making it
Lowry focus.
happen, hence the resurrection of this bill right here. But as you can see, there is a long way to go. We're at the second reading, then it goes to committee stage, then the report stage, then the third and final reading, then it goes to the House of Lords. So where you guys have the representatives and the Senate, it's kind of the same setup that we've got over here as well. But we've got the House of Commons and then the House of Lords. It can ping back and forth between the House of Lords and the House of Commons. So if the House of Lords disagrees with something that the House of Commons is trying to push through in the bill, the House of Lords will go back to the House of Commons and says, redo this part, and then vice versa. So there'll be maybe a little bit of ping pong action when it comes to a bill, but then once both houses agree to it, then it goes to the final stages, which is then where King Charles does the royal assent. He signs it, goes into law.
Could it be that this is why they're saying they want to give the king the ability to take titles? Like they're saying he could take the prince title with a simple letters patent. So now not only is he probably going to lose the dukedom, but they're saying they want the prince title removed as well. And of course, it's all out in the news that Andrew's like, that's my birthright. You can't do that. Actually, he can.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, if I've read the article correctly, what they're saying is they want to give the king the ability to remove dukedoms without having to go through Parliament at this point. So he should have the ability to do it on his own. That's what I read in the. I could read it wrong, but that way, because William, it's already being said, the second he's king, he's removing the prince and princess titles from Harry and Meghan's children.
So maybe
So-
King Charles is paving the way, like Steph said. Maybe they're starting the process. It could be a 2 or 3 year process, right? So
Say
it could be a very
something,
long
everybody?
process.
I mean, best case scenario, you're talking a year's process. That's the best
Yeah.
case scenario. And the letters patent, right? Tiff, I'll get to you in a moment, love. But the letters patent is there's a bit of a misconception with that. So everyone references the George V 1917 letters patent. What it actually did was restrict the usage of who could style them as HRH, Prince or Princess. And so what this removal of titles bill is going to do is it's going to be a lot more explicit. A lot more explicit. Instead of just restricting who can use a title and who can't, which is, you know, what the royal family have tried to do. They failed with Harry and Meghan. You know, they're now trying it with Prince Andrew another way. What they're now trying to do is be like, look, you know, the letters patent isn't enough. These agreements aren't enough. The monarchy, the king or queen has to now have the power to be able to remove the titles no matter what. If the monarch has the power to be able to gift a member of the royal family a dukedom or whatever, then at the same time, there should be the mechanics that the monarchy has, specifically the king or queen, to be able to remove it at the same time without having to have an act of parliament for it to go through. And this is where this removal of title bills come through. Tiff, what did you want to say, hon?
So I just wanted to tell all of you what my train of thought was when this all came out last week. My first thought is I think other stuff, bad stuff is coming out because I don't think Andrew would agree unless he's backed in a corner. Second thought is, to me, this seems like the opposite of what happens when a president in the US is about to go out and they start pardoning people. They do it because there aren't so many repercussions. And I hate to say it, but to me, it seems we're getting close to the end and King Charles is now taking more drastic action. That's what it signifies to me. And I hope that I'm wrong, but I feel this is paving the way for William to start with a clean slate, and King Charles is bolder about it because a lot of bad stuff is coming out and because perhaps it's getting really close to the end. And I hate to say that, but that was the impression that I got.
Well, Harry can't keep his mouth shut about it.
Yeah.
He goes on BBC and he says, my dad doesn't have much more time. I mean, he's singing like a canary.
He also said his dad wanted him and the grandchildren dead. I mean, the guy's
but Azza in his book Spare pretty much turned around and said he wanted his dad dead when he sent that drone over. I mean, come on.
Did.
But I just want to say one more thing about this subject. I mean, we have to remember too, Andrew came out and said, this is my decision.
Yeah, right.
I would love, guys, in a perfect world, I would love if Prince Harry came back, divorced that lunatic, and said, I'm doing this. So William does not have to get this on his shoulders, and there's no blood on his hands. Please, God, please, Harry.
That's not going to happen for a couple more years because
I'm just saying optimist. I'm trying to be an optimist here.
Yeah.
I'm not Nancy, Sue. I'm not Nancy.
I know. I just feel like she's going to hit that 10-year mark for the marriage for California law.
I understand what you're saying, but I'm hoping that he will not put this on his brother. Just go and fess up, man. Just be like,
never do it.
I don't want
He'll
titles.
never do it. He'll never
He's
do
too
it.
entitled. This is the same man who is suing a tabloid because they reported correctly that he wanted the taxpayers to pay for his security. Remember, he had that whole BS. Oh, I want to hire the Metropolitan Police. I want to pay for it.
Yeah.
And then he literally sat there and said, well, I'm entitled to it. It's my birthright. They should pay for me. I'm fifth in line to the throne. Him and Andrew are both the spares. You know, there's always problems with the spares. They're very, very entitled. And that is why we need to have those titles removed. So therefore you don't have to worry about it anymore. You're just Harry Windsor, or whatever the hell your name is. I mean, you're not a working royal. We're not living in the 1500s where people are constantly passing away. So being fifth in line, eighth in line to the throne, we're pretty safe, hopefully. That
70 is the new 40.
Yeah.
70 is the new
Well,
40.
Michelle,
I'm
when you
being
do,
serious. Everyone is living to 100. Like, what do you want? It's like, that's how it is.
Okay.
but Michelle,
Listen-
when you do read entitled, let me put it this way. You might be thinking, hang on a minute, am I reading about Fergie and Andrew, or am I reading about Hazza and Megsy?
Megan.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because she's the bed. The parallels between those two is
Yeah.
insane.
That's
With
why I'm
that
livid,
being
yeah.
said, guys, we're going to get on to the third topic in a moment. A couple more thank yous. My goodness. I believe it's Chris. Chris Mills, C Mills 60. Have you just changed your YouTube name? Hey up, thank you so much for that very, very kind sugar bucks for my birthday. I'm going to actually read this one because he's done this in Italian. So, quanto si bella stasera, buono compleanno. Oh, thank you so much.
Wow.
That's very, very kind of you. Yeah, I can speak a little bit of Italian,
Wow.
guys. So there we go.
Damn.
In my language, you're proper handsome, and I agree with your politics. Thank you. I agree with my politics too. I'm glad we agree on something there. Mic drop, Lisa. Thank you so much for the sugar bucks. Yes, I see you know. Appreciate it. Thank you, honey. And Kizzy Arsene, thank you so much for the sugar bucks. Appreciate your face. Aussie Queen, thank you so much for gifting a leadership just then. Appreciate your face. With that being said, guys, let's jump into the third topic because, yeah, experts are saying, according to Radar Online, now, how much do we believe this? Let's have a look. Inside Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's new marriage rift, experts say it will definitely end in divorce. So here they're reporting that Hazza's got a growing independence, a renewed connection to his royal roots, which has created a rift with Megsy that is sure to end in divorce. We all saw the tension and the pictures at that gala for Project Healthy Minds in New York City last week. They did not look like a loved-up couple at all. Apparently, he was caught muttering on the red carpet to Megsy. Lip readers claiming he said, "Come on now." What
Move
a wonderful
along.
way to speak to your beloved, right, guys? Friend of the couple saying there's definitely been a shift in Harry. Since seeing his father in the UK, he's become more confident and self-assured. He's finally realised he doesn't have to live in Megsy's shadow anymore, and that's completely unsettled the balance between them. He said, according to sources, that clarity has since clashed with Megsy's ambitions in America. So they're turning around and saying that Megsy's always been the one calling the shots. Lately, has just stopped going along with everything. He's starting to push back, speaking up when something doesn't sit right with him. At the gala, you could tell his heart wasn't in it. People around them have been saying for weeks that he's slowly pulling away. Another source saying that Haz's patience is wearing thin with what he sees as Megsy's relentless desire for fame. Insider saying that he's completely drained. Megsy's constant branding, the events, the hustle, it never stops. He's craving for something more meaningful again, the kind of work that Princess Diana was known for. And seeing his dad has reminded him how far he's drifted from that. On the other side, apparently those in Megsy's camp are panicking about this shift. Source saying Megsy's definitely sensing the shift. She's been the one steering things for so long, but now Harry's finding his own footing and it's throwing her off. He's not the quiet, agreeable partner he once was, and that really unsettles her. Now, one of the reasons why I think there is some legs to this story is that when you do see the pictures of them from last week on that red carpet and on the stage as well, when they were accepting that humanitarian joke of an award, right? Yeah, something was definitely wrong with that picture. And Hazza, for me, could not, for the life of him, hide his dislike for Megsy and being there. I think the wheels are coming off now. I think he's like, yeah, I'm not pretending anymore. I'm not going along with this BS. What do you guys think?
Well, I've seen this before. I don't want to get too far into pop culture, but Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston, when they announced their divorce, they took a trip to Anguilla the week before, had the paparazzi come to Anguilla, photograph them kissing, hugging, embracing, vacationing, and then a week after those pictures were published, he announced that he was filing for divorce. So you're right. I mean, it's like, it's not a big deal with these pumpkin patch pictures or whatever they're doing, holding hands and all this stuff. He could be on the verge of a PR divorce where he's showing his love for her because, oh, you're the mother of my kids, you know, I got to still respect you. I don't want to look like a jerk. But he could be on the verge of a PR divorce. I mean, that's my opinion.
What do you mean by PR divorce?
Like like when couples separate, they have to show a united stance, especially in America, because then all of us are going to go, oh God, it was his fault. No, it was her fault. We're always placing blame on people. So if you show this united front, no one's going to really blame anyone at first. So I think that's what Meghan is banking on, because obviously, I mean, if they announce their divorce, everyone's going to blame Meghan.
Yeah.
But she wants him so badly to show this Brad Pitt, Jennifer Aniston union. But then a week later, you know, calling it quits.
I have a theory that's just come up in my head. So that whole pumpkin patch breaking news that we discussed earlier on, right, of her uploading all to Instagram and him trying to play happy families, playing ball, this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
I think potentially it could actually be a clever play on Hazard's part, because when they do get divorced, it's not if but when, right, as far as a lot of us are concerned, Megsy's going to fight for full custody, because the more time she's got with the kids, the more money she's going to get. Simple as that. She is going to throw absolutely everything at Hazard. And that memoir, he shouldn't have wrote it. He shouldn't have written it. It describes all his illicit substance taking, this, that, and the other. And she's going to turn it around against him. He's a dangerous father. Look at all his past and his substance taking, this, that, and the other. For him all of a sudden to play ball and look like he's playing happy families, this, that, and the other on his Instagram with the kids, blah, blah, blah. It's evidence for him to turn around and say, well, hang on a minute. No, that was in the past, yeah, but now I'm not doing any of that stuff anymore. Maybe a little bit of bud, but that's it, right? And in California, it is legal, fair play. But I'm not danger anymore. Look at us playing happy families. Look at me with the kids here and there. And she was happy to promote it and agreeing that I'm playing happy families and that I'm great, this, that, and the other. So I think it's that kind of play from Harry that we're seeing there.
Let me just throw one thing in here. She's going to go into court, and what she's going to say is, yeah, we were playing happy family, but he was never alone with the children.
Yes.
I was there when they were in the pumpkin patch. When I wasn't home, the nanny was there. If the nanny was unavailable, Doria was there, but he was never alone with the children because of his drug abuse. But I tried so hard to, that's exactly what's going to happen.
I agree.
Yeah. No, I see your point there. Fair play. You've turned me around on that one.
She's going to pull an Amber Heard. She has so much collateral on that dude. Man, she has so many videos and pictures of Harry. She is going to pull an Amber Heard. That's exactly what she's going to do.
She's going to have a video of him snorting cocaine or popping some pills or taking those psychedelics.
Who cares? No one cared when Johnny Depp did it. Oh, Johnny Depp is closing cabinets and drinking wine in his own home. Oh my God. No one cared.
People don't like her, but people like him. And I think sympathy will be with him, because I've always said, since the beginning of this whole marriage, I've always said, if the situation had been reversed, and if that had been a princess who married a man and he took her away from her family and made it so that she didn't talk to anybody in her family and she was cut off from everybody, the whole world would be screaming abuse. But since it's a woman who married a man, nobody's saying anything. This entire thing is just from beginning. She cut him off. You know, it's just like now on Twitter all the time, you're seeing the clips from Oprah, where Oprah goes, Meghan, I understand you're responsible for Megxit and you did all of this for your brand. And she's like, can you imagine doing all of this just for your brand? And then the lip reader found her in 2018 saying to Harry, during one of the services, do it tonight. And he goes, you realize that'll be the end. And she goes, yeah, I know. They have been talking about this since day one. She wanted to leave, but it hasn't worked out the way she hoped. Spotify went kaput. Lemonada went kaput. The Netflix, they produced nothing for Netflix except that Wine Fest. And now they've got that, they're going to try to do this Christmas special. This Christmas special is going to bomb. She's the most inauthentic person. All of her ideas come from Pinterest. I mean, I don't understand why Ted Sarandos thinks she's so freaking great, but it's not just Ted Sarandos. There's a board.
There's money in failure. That's why Ted likes her.
Ted Sarandos.
He's keeping, he's squeezing the turnip. There's money in failure.
He's keeping her on that deal for when the marriage fails. They're going to do a special about how hard she had it and how hard she worked with this marriage. And look at all this behind the scenes stuff with Harry. And look what I had to put up with and blah, blah. I mean, this is a woman who shopped a divorce book and then told Harry it was a lie.
Yeah, so that would explain why there's all this loved up. Hey, it came out into the public. I was shopping a divorce book. So it makes sense to start releasing all this footage of how loved up they are in case the book comes out.
She took the picture in Paris. Before she said, I could never go to Paris after what happened to Diana. Then she takes that footage and then she tells Harry, I had no idea where I was. I didn't realize when I took that footage. I didn't know what it was. And Harry, it was reported, believed her and was angry that people were slamming her for taking the video. I mean, this guy is a doofus. Those drugs have fried his brain.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Yeah, there you go, Michelle. I love it. Allegedly. Tiff, what do you think to all of this from your perspective of, your expertise on narcissism here?
How good is Harry at playing chess?
Not good.
Checkers.
Not very good, I wouldn't say.
I don't think he's even good at playing checkers.
He's not good at playing blocks or numbers.
Or Connect 4. Or where's Wally?
Yes.
Or sign your name here.
It'd be like, what's the name of Wally again?
All right. Sorry, Tiffany.
That's okay. I don't think Harry has a plan. I think things are slowly making sense to him, but I don't think he has an exit strategy at all. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Do you think he's all of a sudden, renewing his contact with the royal family so that they can figure out an exit strategy for him?
I think he's trying to sneak in a back door while King Charles is still there. And I'm not trying to say anything, but he ultimately, the fact that these two people hated the royal family so much, they were mistreated so much, all of the R word, but yet somehow they still want to keep their titles. They want their children to possibly go to the UK, and now he wants to be available if they need him on call. So none of that makes any sense. And I personally believe at least Harry never officially wanted to leave full time. They wanted to be able to pick and choose what they wanted. They wanted to be half in, half out, and the Queen said no. I personally feel like Harry thought it was temporary. He didn't think 5 years later he would be where he is, because it, like Sue said, that dream that she sold him didn't really pan out the way that either one of them thought. And I think now they're realizing without that royal connection, they're really D-list celebrities in Hollywood. No one wanted to be pictured with them at that event. Remember, Meghan was walking around. Nobody was talking to her. She's really, really awkward. Where are those huge celebrities? You don't see them running around with Meghan Markle. She's friends with Tyler Perry, Oprah, Gayle King, but they never seem to be in any photographs with her. She's not at Jeff Bezos' wedding or anything with them where everyone else is at. She's kind of on the outside of Hollywood. And of course, the royal life, Meghan could never return, ever. It's just never going to happen. With Harry, the fact that he's trying to go back, I think it's a sign that maybe he's trying to look for an out, just in case it doesn't pan out. But I think he's kind of stuck with Meghan. He sailed one way on that Titanic, and she, what is it, burned the bridge and sank the boats. So I think he's kind of stuck with Meghan, but he's looking for that life raft because he sees the iceberg is coming, right? They all know where the iceberg is coming. But I do believe he's trying to sniff around to see if anyone's interested, and no one's interested.
Did you see the picture? Did you see the picture of his face when he left from that meeting with his dad?
It didn't go well.
It didn't go well.
Thunder.
Yeah.
He looked really like somebody had spanked him.
Yeah. I think Charles will always love him. That's his son, Steph. He'll always love him. They're family. But at the end of the day, he doesn't want him back in the firm, And all those men in gray suits, which I thought was hilarious when the royal family trolled him when they're all wearing gray suits. But the point is that what is it?
I did on Dan Wooten the next day.
That's right. Be careful what you wish for, because he got his wish. He got to leave the royal family, but now he can't come back. And I think that's a reality check that's hitting him. And now that everything's happening with Andrew, I'm sure they're panicking, right? Because let's be honest, I think we all know Archie and Lily at some point are going to lose their prince and princess title because it's not necessary. They're going to follow Queen Marguerite of Denmark, who did it to her own grandkids. Again, they were working models in Europe. They're now count and countesses. They're no longer prince and princesses because it's not needed. Archie and Lily do not need to be a prince and princess.
But we have to remember too, it's like when Prince William went on Eugene Levy's show, the sorry guys, what was it? Travelist? It was
Traveler.
Yeah. He literally said, I'm gonna change things around. I'm not gonna get radical, but things will change. I think that scared the bejesus out of Harry and Meghan. Because he was foreshadowing. Yeah. He was being prolific.
Yeah. And this is the thing, reports are coming through that are starting to come through that not only are they now considering, actually, if you're to believe it, removing the titles from Lily and Archie, but they're also considering removing Harry, Archie and Lily from the line of succession. Completely remove the whole, Sussex line, for want of a better phrase, from the line of succession.
But wouldn't they have to remove the Yorks then as well?
Well, this is the thing. It seems, in terms of the coverage that's happening over here at the moment in the UK, it does seem to potentially be going in that direction, because there's been a lot of coverage over the last week and a half, 2 weeks. Firstly, Prince Andrew, and then, Sarah Ferguson and her extreme freaking dodginess, to say the least. But the media now here is starting to shift the focus slightly to Princesses Beatrice and Eugenie. And where they before were seen as, victims of their parents, it's now entering the narrative that they may not be victims after all.
That's true. I read that. They think that the girls have shady dealings also.
Correct.
Well, and you know what else gives credence to that? I mean, look at who became friends with Eugenie from where, right? Before she met Harry. So now that all this other stuff's coming to light, can we believe it? Absolutely. It's not a good look.
And so if they do remove the titles from Eugenie and Beatrice as well, because bear in mind, they're not technically working royals. They're not part of the main core.
They don't need it.
They don't need it. No, exactly. They could do the same for Lily and Archie as well. They don't need it. They're not part of the working royals. And they might remove the titles from Archie and Lily to try and avoid the same thing happening again with what's going on with Beatrice and Eugenie. They don't want the history to repeat itself with Archie and Lily.
Yeah, because Archie and Lily can then turn around and start grifting off their royal titles just like their parents.
Which they will.
Yes, because they'll be taught to do so. They'll be taught to do so.
Right, and Princess Anne's children and Prince Edward's children don't have titles and they're just fine. So that kind of proves the point that really, again, because Prince Andrew was so entitled, he demanded that his daughters get the princess's title, remember? But the queen gave it to him, but they technically really should have never gotten it. It should only go to really the heirs family line and not the spares family line, because that's what we're having now with Harry and his children. But Princess Anne and Prince Edward's children do not have the prince and princess title.
Slight correction though, just to clarify. Princess Anne, she didn't want her children to have the titles because she wanted them to grow up as normal as possible, which I think was the best idea in the whole wide world, right? Because, Zara, extremely successful now and all that malarkey, right? When it comes to Prince Edward, they don't have the prince and princess titles, but they technically do have titles. So Louise is Lady Louise, and James has the Earl of Wessex title. So
Or
They
the
do
Viscount?
technically have titles. It's just not the prince and princess.
But
So
didn't
that's
they,
what I was
weren't
gonna
they given the
ask you.
choice at
Yeah.
18 to take the prince and princess titles when, if they wanted them? Wasn't Lady Louise given that choice when she turned 18?
I've not heard of that.
I
You
thought
might
she
be
was
right.
given
I've not heard of
choice.
that though, but you might be right.
So technically, this is what I was going to ask you, Steph.
Yeah.
Because if they get rid of the prince or princess title, could they just go and be, lady and I guess sir or master, whatever they would call Archie? Because he does have other titles, but I think the whole HRH and the prince or princess needs to be removed. It sounds silly, Princess Archie or Princess Lilibet, and she's grown up in California and never been to the UK. It's kind of weird for Americans. We're like, you're not really a princess. So, in my opinion, they should be removed and maybe just call her Lady Lily. That would be fine. But again, I think it's a good point because we all know that Meghan trademarked and got domains for Princess Lily, you know what I mean, for the future. So I think we do need to get rid of those titles because they're just going to grift off them.
So my understanding with the removal of titles bill is that when it goes through, because that's going to get pushed now with what's going on with Andrew here, the monarch then can remove any title. What
Right.
I imagine they're going to do is if they're going to remove the titles, they're just going to remove the titles, going to remove everything. So that all that's left is just literally their name. So Archie would just be known as Archie Mountbatten Windsor and Lily Mountbatten Windsor. Because again, don't leave them with any titles whatsoever because they're going to monetize them, and you're still in that same problem, right? That they've got a title, so they're still linked to the royal family because they've still got a title nonetheless, whether it's lady, master, whatever, right? Earl, whatever, right?
Right.
And so just remove them all together, so they don't have any titles. So it completely destroys any possibility of them using any titles whatsoever that could damage the monarchy any further, subsequent
You
to
know
what
what?
Hazard and Megxie are doing at the moment.
When those kids get older, if they were to attempt to return to the UK to be working royals, let me tell you something. George, Charlotte, and Louis, when they're 18, at some point are going to learn everything that Harry and Meghan have done.
Yeah.
They're going to see how they damaged their parents. And there's absolutely no chance in hell of those kids ever being working royals. So all this news that's out there from Harry that he's hoping one day his children can go back. And I'm like, they're never going to go back. The monarchy will not
But
allow
can I
it.
say something about that too? Is that yes, Sue, you're right. The public of court opinion is way more important than these titles.
Exactly.
Harry and Meghan will never get taken seriously in the United States or
Correct.
Europe or the UK.
Anywhere.
Anywhere. So it's like we're talking about titles and all this stuff. Yeah, it's like, yeah, you can get into some pay to play events, but at the end of the day, no one's taking these two clowns seriously, and no one's gonna, and unfortunately for these children, these innocent kids, no one's gonna take them seriously.
I
I
feel
feel bad for them.
I feel horrible for them. I feel awful. My heart breaks for them. My mom is so upset over these poor children. It's awful.
I hope, and I mean, I know I'm gonna hit a nerve with a lot of people, but I hope they don't take the kids' titles away because those poor children.
They will. They will.
They
feels
will.
I'm getting teary-eyed thinking about
Me too.
life that those children have, the life that they could have had, and through no fault of their own. One of them, Lilibet, we have a hard time even saying her name because of her mother's actions.
Yes.
Exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
I think the
No,
fair
Tiffany,
thing to
you're
do.
Tiffany nailed it. She
Yeah.
nailed it.
The fair
Sure.
thing to them would be, hey, look, as they get older, should they decide, should there be, put it in a polite way to where it doesn't affect the children. At the same time, though, take them and put them into that abeyance to where they are not ostracized in the court of public opinion. And it also keeps anybody who may think they can make a dime off of them, right? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, Hollywood people, from thinking, hey, we'll just get a stage mom and we'll take our cut.
I
Right?
feel terrible for those children because after watching Meghan at that event at Godmother's, where she said, I talked to my children, you know, the rose and the thorn. Lily, what was your rose today? What was your thorn
That's
today?
insane.
Children don't feel good. Let me give you the healing blanket. Wrap yourself up in the healing blanket. I'm really worried about those kids. They're going to grow up. They're going to be absolutely nutso from their mother. And I think the kids, if they have any sense when they grow up, they're going to look back and realize the life they could have had and should have had, and they got screwed out of it because of their mother. And I think they're going to write a tell-all book. I am such a karma believer.
And I just want to preface this with this is that every single episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Kim Kardashian said, Kanye and I are never going to show our kids. Towards the last 3 years of that show on when it was on E or whatever, and now they're on Hulu. But the last 3 years of that show, they not only showed their kids, guess what they played at every single last trip? Rose and Thorn. And they had the kids participate. They had the children, North, all those kids participate in what was your rose, what was your thorn.
Look what happened to their oldest child. Did you see
Nancy and I have
the
proof.
other day? Did you see the picture of that child the other day? Their oldest child.
Yeah,
the 12-year-old
Northwest.
The 12-year-old with the braids and the fake tattoos.
I'm just saying it's the same script.
Crazy. Her daughter's
you know what's
insane.
really funny?
Can I
What was
add
really
something?
funny was during the interview. I'm sorry, Tiffany, but during the interview with Prince William and Eugene Levy, you notice how he said they sit around the kitchen table and they talk about their day and get their feelings out. And then here's Meghan Markle saying, "Oh, we do the thorn and the rose with our kids." I'm like, sounds a lot like she's kind of ripping that off.
I feel bad for those children.
Everything she said that night sounded like she ripped it off. I sent you guys what I found on Pinterest, how to be an elegant lady.
Yeah.
How come that was completely different than her other intro that she did going, I wish I could say I woke up and meditated, but I wake up around 30 minutes before the kids and I get them up at 7. And if I'm doing like none of that was there. What she just said at Godmother's was nowhere in her Jamie Kern-Lima thing. But now all of a sudden it's I light a candle and fragrance and we play music. And I'm like, Pinterest check, Pinterest check, Pinterest check. Yep.
Because I'm very sensitive to fragrance. It's like home, which is why when I go somewhere, first I turn on the music because it sets the table for the day. And then, I have a candle because I'm very sensitive to scent. And it makes me think of home. But if you're going to bring a candle, make sure you bring matches. It's so important. And I'm going,
yeah, Tiffany and I
yeah,
were
but
talking
Sue,
about making
I'm
more
sensitive to
routine.
bath salts that allegedly burn my freaking skin off as far as I'm concerned. She's
You know
the
what?
freaking bed.
I love that she made that for Daniel or a house guest or whatever.
Yeah.
And
It
then
was for Daniel.
Yeah, immediately Daniel walks in the next day or something goes, oh, my allergies. Like, there you go, Megan. Bath salt strike again.
Well, Tiffany and I were talking earlier today about how I need to have a better morning routine. So maybe Tiffany will go buy that $40 candle from Martin and we'll sit there and we'll light it and we'll sing Kumbaya and have our healing blanket over our coffee. I mean,
oh my God.
Do you guys want to see what Nancy got me in the mail today? A candle?
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
I love candles.
I just wanted to add, everybody, I think these children are growing up people pleasers. And I think that's what's going to happen. I think they are going to, I don't want to say anything and speak anything to the kids, but what I do remember is Meghan said something along the lines of, when the kids aren't laughing, like I try to make them laugh more and more, or she said something like that. And I'm going to tell you, you guys, my sister, she doesn't, like, I remember people would always tell her, why are you not laughing? Why are you not laughing? So she always like internalized that. And there was a lot of pressure put on her that she feels like she had to laugh all the time. And that's a pressure that Meghan is projecting onto those children, that they have a part to play. They have a role to play. They have to pretend to be happy and have the smile on the face and put on a performance for their mom.
You know what that reminds me of? Do you remember when she was watering the grass and she goes, do you want to take the hose? And you heard this little voice very quietly,
Yeah,
well, only if
bloody
you
hell.
want me to. And she handed him the hose and I thought, wow. Yeah.
That did break me out a little bit when she said that.
Yeah.
Why a little girl does not say
Smells
that.
like she's watching what?
Gilmore
Smells like she's
Girls.
watching Gilmore Girls again.
Yes.
You guys want to see a candle I got? I'm gonna go get it. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Actually, so over on Popcorn Planet with my big brother Andy, a couple of years ago, we did a charity stream for Make-A-Wish Foundation, and we had one of the subscribers has their own candle company, and they made like specific like candle fragrances for us all. And I always had a thing for, and I never got it, unfortunately, because, yeah, a little bit in the past. But anyone remember Gwyneth Paltrow's Smells Like My Vajayjay?
Of course.
Yeah.
So
Of course. Of course.
I was kind of like a little bit obsessed with that. And so
Yeah.
the candle company, it's sold out now, but they made one for me, which was Smells Like Stef's Vajayjay. I was like, yes!
Oh my god.
Can
Can I buy that?
It smells like.
Wait, can I buy it?
But what does it
No,
smell
not
like? Did it
anymore.
burn it?
It was like a
Did it
one
burn it?
one and done thing. But
It was
oh
couture.
my goodness! And do you know what? The candle, it smelled gorgeous. If that candle actually smelled really like my Vajayjay, oh my goodness, my game would be like proper on point.
Oh
Price
my
has gone
God.
up. That's
want
sold
that.
out.
I want it.
Okay, let's see yours,
I
Tiffany.
want that candle.
Hold it closer.
Blurs. So I went to the Twilight movie replaying,
Mhm.
and I had to do the VIP package, and they gave me this candle. It says Twilight on one side, and on the other side, it's the song from Twilight that goes ha ha. I can't
I
sing.
know you love that. I know you
Yes.
love that. Tiffany loves Twilight.
Oh, so do I, Tiffany. I love Twilight too.
I was gonna watch
I
it
love
with
Twilight
Summer
too.
and
I've
Mom.
read all the
never
books. I've got all the
watched one of
movies.
them. I've never watched one.
Stephanie, you
I
have
know
not
I
watched
suck.
one?
I suck.
But
You need to
know.
watch it.
But
It's
screw,
horrible.
I think they're going to be remaking Twilight as well. That's what
We're
I've heard.
gonna
in the
do it. No,
grapevine.
no, no. We're gonna do it on our Vegas trip at my
There you
house in
go,
Vegas.
there we
Remember?
go,
Yes,
there we
Yeah.
go.
yes,
We'll watch it
yes,
then.
yes.
Yeah, yeah. And we'll
Booyah.
record it.
Booyah. On that bombshell, before we get to the final segment, which is caption this, and we're going to have a little bit more fun, guys, before we go. A couple of thank yous. King Bob, thank you so much. Thank you as well again to Chris Mills. Julie Lester has just asked, just to answer quickly, how do we think the Andrew scandal will impact Megsy's brand? For me, I don't think it's going to impact a brand directly as such. I think for me, Megsy now knows that TikTok, time's running out in terms of her having this title. So we're going to see a ramp up of her monetizing this title as much as she can before it gets taken away. That's what I think. What do you guys think?
Well, she's counting on the whole royal connection. So since the royal family is being sullied right now, I do think it affects her business.
I think the three options are positive, not at all, or negative, and it's definitely not positive.
True. Anyone else want to weigh in on that question before we continue?
Your brand is crap. And sorry, I'm alone with the dogs, so I got to give them something real quick. Sorry.
No, fair play.
I apologize.
First, of course.
It's real life. It's live. I apologize. Nancy's not here to take care of the dogs, so I got to take care. But I think as ever is crap. So yeah.
Well, and in the words,
insert Marcus Anderson.
Fair play. A couple of other thank yous before we go to the final segment. So Big SM, thank you so much again for your sugar bucks. And Chris Mills again, thank you so much. You've been extremely generous. Hearts to you, my friend. Bonanotte, Steph, from Devon to Yorkshire. Don't overwork. Sometimes less is more. Appreciate you, mate. Thank you so much. But yeah, let's get on to the final section. Something I've not done on this channel before. So this is going to be a little bit new. Let's see how it goes. Caption this segment. So we've got about 6. So let's go through a couple of them. The first one, okay, here we are. So for me, okay, I saw this photo's been making the rounds on social media today, and look at like where this hand is, where Megsy's bun is. It just looks proper weird. So I'm like, do you know what? Megsy's idea of a girl's night out, photoshopping herself into the frame, but forgetting to edit out the creepy uncle's wandering hand, because nothing says royally relatable like a bad crop job and zero eye contact. Anyone else want to have a go before we get to the second one?
All I could think of when I looked at this picture was the woman's probably saying, here, let me tighten this a little bit more for you.
I mean, obviously I got like, you don't look olive oil enough. I mean, I was like replaying Popeye in my head. That's all I was doing.
Yes!
Sorry, Megs.
Yes, you can't beat the classics. You certainly cannot beat the classics. My goodness.
I don't like the giant pants. The giant pants are just taking me out. Like, I don't understand the olive oil bun and the ginormous pants. She looks like Poindexter. That's who she reminds me of. I was like, who does she remind me of? Poindexter.
Revenge of the Meg.
She needs suspenders. Yeah. It's really weird.
Well, let's continue the laughter to the second one. So, oh my goodness.
Wrong husband.
This is like, when you say a picture tells you 1,000 words, I mean, this is an example. So for me, I was like, you know what? When Megsy's laughing at her own brilliant Netflix pitch, but has us realising it's just another episode of The Crown, but starring him as the sad spare tire. Oh no, not again.
I have to throw something out here.
Go on.
That's AI. There's a video that goes with this picture. There's a video that goes with this picture. I'll be showing it in my video tomorrow. She literally leans over and then she and Marcus Anderson start making out.
No, that's AI. No, but this is
AI.
actual. Okay.
I
Are we just doing comedy here?
Yeah, let's. Whether it's real or not, this picture just go nuts.
Can I do my caption?
Yes, please.
Yeah, God.
Everyone raise their glass. I have a toast.
All right, here we go.
I have a toast. Because Meghan and her wine. Here's my caption. Here is to drinking single, seeing double, and sleeping triple. Cheers.
Hey!
Cheers.
There's the caption right there, babes.
All right. Let's get
can't
on to
follow
the
that.
third one then. That was awesome. So this is definitely AI. Okay, I'm gonna play it for everyone, for those that haven't watched
Can I
it.
answer the other one?
Sorry, what was that?
Can I answer the other one?
Please go for it, Tiff. Yeah.
Okay, when you've reached rock bottom and you lean to one is gonna help you out of it.
Oh, I'm so glad you spoke up and you were like, Steph, hey up, don't rush yet.
Wait, I have one.
I have one. Come on, you cow bag. Fair play. All right, let's get on to this. This is definitely AI. All right, guys. But when I saw it, I was like, this has to be in the segment. Here we go. It's just 6 seconds long.
Here.
That looks real. I don't care what anybody says.
So for me, right, I put Megsy turning a casual book chat into her 4th post-divorce memoir pitch, whilst her guest tries to knock some sense into her. Using her favourite prop, the mic. You're not taking this mic from me, bitch.
I got a good one. Megan, we don't want to hear your soap dish commercial again. Stop it.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
I want to say this is what Harry daydreams about.
I say, not today, Satan, not today.
Yes! Literally, like, that's my... There you go. Just doesn't have Satan at the bottom. I got this, though, in Italy. It's a very Catholic country, so, yeah. Not going to have Satan on, but not today, will do, for now. Any more before we get on to the next one? Let's go on to the next one. That'll do. Here's the 4th one. So, when you drag your spouse to another tell-all interview, but he realises that the Netflix check has bounced. Da, da, da!
Jesus.
That's mine.
That is the weirdest posture I've ever, like, what?
That is so bizarre.
I know,
like she's
right?
like,
accentuating that. Her shoulders are back.
That is like, she's hoping there's going to be a Black Swan too. And she's like,
Yeah.
I've got Natalie Portman. I want the lead coming straight to
That's
Lifetime.
such a good movie.
I feel like Harry's saying, "You're not doing a great enough job of hiding my bald spot. Stand up straighter, Meghan.
She's
Look,
like sucking
I'm
in her
bald."
stomach.
She's sucking in her stomach and
She's
throwing
like-
her chest. I'm like, so odd.
It's so obvious, though. Oh my God.
Look
Anyone
at
that
me,
falls
look
for
at
this,
me,
I'm
look at
sorry, guys, but the Sussex squad has been out in full force and they are insane. The fact that they're even like defending these kind of photos,
Well,
nutcase.
at this point, do they even need a Sussex squad? Because AI is coming. That'll
Yes,
get them
they do.
replaced.
Yeah, they do.
The bot
They
farm,
do.
that'll take care of that.
They do.
I want to say when you ate an ostrich burger, but it went to your head.
Yeah.
Or your
That's
posture.
good, Tiff.
Your posture.
Tiff's good at
That's
this.
good, Tiff.
Absolutely, my goodness. Let's get on to the second to last one. So I was like, when you're accepting a mental health award, but your faces say, we just found out that flour sprinkles actually doesn't fix anything at all. Yeah, that was mine. I know. I'm absolutely shiz at
That's
this, but you guys
good.
are schooling me, so
No,
go
we're not.
nuts.
No, it's a new game though. At least we can like all do it together. It's fun.
I feel like she's looking at him thinking, how much longer do I have to hold this ridiculous love bombing look for? Like, how much longer am I going to have to stand here?
I'm going to say,
Yeah.
it's William. Pretend it's William. Pretend it's William.
Oh my God, that's so. I can't compete with that. Are you kidding?
She's good, man.
Take for the freaking win again. Yeah. All right, let's get to the final one then. So I wrote, when your wife's out here saving the world one speech at a time, but you're still salty that she made you ditch the crown jewels for khakis, fake pumpkins, and side-eye online therapy sessions. That was mine.
I have a matching to. Please don't pretend you were 11 years old. Please don't say you were 11.
Let's see, listen.
Just so.
I mean, if I remember this correctly, he didn't even introduce her. He just stepped back and she
He didn't. He did not.
That's right.
He did not.
He was
stepped back.
obviously in a very bad mood that night. Let me tell you.
I actually did research on that, and they actually were handing the baton over to each other. So neither of them introduced the other. They went back and forth like 4 or 5 times. So I think maybe we misread what happened there. It wasn't as bad as we thought.
I felt like they had a fight in the car on the way. The way they looked on that carpet, I felt like they probably had some sort of a fight. And when they got there, and then they had to put on the fake stuff.
I feel like Prince Harry is embarrassed that his life has gone to picking up these fake awards, and he's just kind of going through the motion, because you can tell he acted like he didn't want to be there at all. He was just kind of going through the motions, and of course Meghan was trying to play for the crowd that this man loves me so much, and she's like looking up at him with her little Charles Manson glare and pretending they're so loved up with each other. But it was very obvious they're not on the same page. They're not synced. He grew up into wealth and fame, so he doesn't want to be wealthy and famous. It's nothing to him. All she wants is money and fame. So they're kind of contradicting themselves. They're going in different directions. And that's why I believe he's trying to go back to the royal family, because he doesn't really like being a celebrity, right? He's not comfortable walking around picking up fake awards.
Well,
But
he
to
wants to be
Meghan, that's what
protected.
he wants to do. Well, he also wants to be important like his brother on the worldwide stage. I think he's noticed that his wife is making him look like a laughing stock. He used to be a respected person who was part of the royal family. When he would give speeches, it would fill the room.
Yeah, this has definitely given Ed and Lorraine Warren all of The Conjuring.
Like he's just going through the motions for his wife. That's what I think.
You know what? He can't go home. This is a perfect lesson for people. The grass always looks greener. How many interviews did he give where he said he doesn't like Windsor? He wants out of the royal family. He wants this, he wants that. Well, now he's gotten what he wanted and now he's miserable and he wants to go back. Unfortunately, you can't give interviews. You can't do a Netflix docuseries. You can't do the Me You Can't See. You can't give the cut interview. You can't write the spare. You can't attack your family for 6 years and then go, oops, I'm going to go home now. He will never be able to return. And I think deep down, he knows it. It's over for him. And he knows it. He realizes he made a huge mistake.
I'm gonna say, like, I'm nervous that they might take the reality show route.
I'm waiting on
I'm getting a
that.
little nervous. I'm getting a little nervous on 2 points because I feel like she is at the end of the road as far as branding and Duchess and all this stuff. So it's like, where's the money? The money is in making yourself look like an idiot. So you know what I mean? It's
That's
like
the only talent she has.
that's all the talent she has. So it's like, this might be the start of something else in a really bad way.
Well, it's
But I
interesting
guess
you
let
say
them
that.
do it. I mean, it's America. Let them do it. I mean, if they want to do a reality show on how awful she is, let her do it.
They would
Fine.
not have
That'll
been
give us
running-
more content.
They
No,
would not have run out of
Gifted
money
stuff.
if they had done what Harry asked, what Harry and Meghan asked. They asked
Yeah.
that the Duchy of Cornwall
Privacy.
be split down the middle.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
they
they
were
just would have
told
gone
no.
through a more insane amount faster. Let's be honest, because then she would have
True.
been like buying up samples or something, or taking a random trip
Yeah.
to Papua New Guinea for some award to help with tourism. It
right.
makes sense.
You're right.
But it's
People like-
interesting you say that, Stephanie, about the reality route, because I'm seeing Hazza and Megzi in particular, cozying up to the Kardashians more and more. So right at the beginning, when she moved to LA with Hazza, the reports came through that Kris Jenner was desperate to get Hazza and Megzi into her circle. And Megzi at the time turned around and said, allegedly, no, I'm not going to go to you because you're beneath me, this, that, and the other, you're the Kardashians, blah, blah, blah. Look what happens 5 years later, right? A lot has happened, and it seems like she's changed her mind on the Kardashians because she's now cozying up to Emma Grede, who is literally like the Kardashian businesswoman extraordinaire, has literally made billions for that family.
Yes.
She's cozying up to
Didn't
Emma
she
Grede
just-
to get to the Kardashians for that Kardashian connection, because now a separate report's coming through that's saying that Khloe Kardashian now wants to try and take Megzi underneath her wing.
Isn't Emma Grede now an ambassador for King Charles?
Yeah, for the
Yeah.
King's Trust as well.
Green-
Yeah.
She just accepted that also. And didn't Megzi send a basket to one of the Kardashian girls? And she put
No,
it up on
Kris
Insta-
Jenner.
Chris. Yeah.
Well, one of them, she put it up. She didn't even bother to tag them. So Meghan
Yeah.
had to take that Instagram post, redo it to her own Instagram.
That was Khloe. Khloe Kardashian, yeah.
For
Khloe
like
didn't
Kylie's
tag her.
birthday or something with all the tomatoes.
But guys, can I just like preface this? Meghan Markle is intentionally branding herself as a mean girl now. There's no money in being a duchess and no money in being a nice person. She's defeated. So she's going to follow the Kardashian playbook. And we all know what that is. It's making money through repeating bad behavior. Meghan knows Paris sealed her deal. That's her fate. That's all she, it's like, this is all she has. So it's like, I mean, I have never in my life seen someone go down this hard in my entire life. I'm sorry. I mean,
I guess
PR
I must be out of
PR wise.
Yeah.
I mean,
must
she
be out
has
of
gone
touch.
down quick.
I must be out of touch. I've never watched the Kardashians like ever. I've
Well,
never.
she's
seen-
following the playbook very,
Yeah.
very closely.
Yeah.
Very,
Yeah,
very
but-
closely.
Like the Dollar Tree version, because it's not hard to do what they did. I mean, it just really amazed me. And I guess look, when I saw her at Emma Greedy's dinner, I'm like, she wants to
Yeah.
work a deal with Emma. She's the friend of. Emma's a successful one. Emma's the charismatic one. Emma took the whole seat at the table and turned it into a dinner.
Yes.
Like
Um,
Meghan did nothing with that. And she to be we know that other video is allegedly AI. Okay, that's fine. but you didn't see Meghan happy or smiling or interacting with anybody the way she does at those Soho House baby shower pictures.
Yeah.
You know, shouldn't
Mhm.
she be the Emma Grady and that way with everybody going around with her wine, pouring their glasses instead of sipping?
I think you're right. I think listen, she's a user. I think people realize that, and she's part of the user game. And once people have her number, I think she's on the outs. I mean, listen, we all heard she was good friends with the Obamas. That didn't go anywhere.
Mm.
She's good friends with this person and this person. You don't even see her out with Nacho and Delphine anymore. You certainly don't see her out with David Foster and his wife. They were supposedly such good friends. I think people meet her, they figure her out very quickly, and they get away from her. That's my personal, this whole thing about we're going to be friends with I think it went out the window. I think people aren't really interested in her that much anymore. She doesn't promote things in a positive way. She's a grifter. People know she's a grifter, that she has everything that she has because of who she married. She didn't earn it. She didn't build anything. She didn't do anything.
She's grounding now.
She married the money.
She's
She married,
grounding and she's earthing.
that's
The
all about-
only reason people know Megxie as much as they do is because of who she's married and who she's banging.
Exactly.
It is as simple as that. And
She married the
Megxie,
money.
no matter what she does, she will always fail because, as I've always said, she has a likability, relatability, and trustability problem. People don't like, relate, and trust her, and people are not going to like, relate, and trust what she's trying to put out there and what she's trying to sell. Doesn't matter how many times she tries to rebrand herself. Doesn't matter how many times she tries to put out a new program that's going to show us the real her time and time again, right? Doesn't matter because people don't
Exactly.
trust, relate, or like her in the first place. The only, and I actually agree with the Sidley twins on this. The only way that she has even an infinitesimal chance of turning things around is if she apologized for everything that she did to the Queen and Prince Philip in their final years.
Yep.
I don't even think an apology would help at this point.
No,
let's
she
be
has to
honest.
admit she lied and apologize.
Yeah.
That's
Exactly.
the only way she will get back into some sort of good graces. I'm not saying the entire world.
No.
Because
You-
America hates her.
The
But I'm
UK
just
will never
saying-
take her back.
No, I'm just
Hell
saying.
no.
I'm just saying that's the only way, Sue.
It
That's
is. It is. I
That's it,
believe the
Sue.
Sidleys on that. It's an infinitesimal chance, but it is still a chance nonetheless for her to turn
It's
it
a
around.
risk.
And
it's a
not,
risk, Steph.
Yeah, and she's not, if she does that, I don't believe that all of a sudden she's going to get all of us on side. Not
Nope.
a chance. Not a chance.
Nope.
She's
Nope.
still not going to be popular. She's still not going to be successful. What she
But
will
that's a
do by
redeeming-
doing that.
That's a redeeming moment. It's one
Correct.
redeeming moment. But guess what? We actually have brains. So we can process that. We forgive her or we don't. Guess what? It's called America. And again, Steph, sorry. First Amendment.
Yeah. Do you know
Yeah.
what?
Are we working
Piss
on that,
off.
Steph?
Piss
Steph,
off with your
are we there
First
yet?
Amendment. I'm so jealous. You have no
you just
idea.
feel like narcissists are not going to come out and say, you know what? I apologize to you guys. I lied.
Then guess what? Guess what,
It'll
Sue?
never happen.
Guess what, Sue? Your brand's gonna fail.
Yeah.
No one's gonna buy your shit.
Yeah.
Nobody's
Bye.
buying it now.
Bye.
Listen,
Bye-bye.
just the fact that she gave that interview and the woman asked her for the numbers and Meghan refused to give them to her.
The
That's-
metrics.
That's
the metrics.
all you
Yeah.
needed to
Metrics.
know right there. She wouldn't say how much they had for sale. She wouldn't say this. She wouldn't say.
She's a liar.
She's
Out
a
of
liar.
all the
Show me
food
the
and
money.
beverage and supermarket, expos I've ever been to, never did I hear somebody ever say anything about, and our SKUs sold out.
It's
Who
our
says that?
SKUs in my learn.
Let's
It's
put it this
excuses,
way.
not SKUs.
If she's not really like open when it comes to her business numbers, right? She definitely wouldn't do well in Dragon's Den. Or I think the US version Shark Tank.
Shark Tank.
Yeah,
yes.
your American version Shark Tank. Over here it's called Dragon's Den. And I presume it's the same as Shark Tank. When you've got a business owner going in front of them all, wanting the investment, one of the main things you got to be on point with is your numbers. And if you're not on point with your numbers, game over. You might as well walk back out at that point. Meg's not on point with her numbers. She don't even get to that point. She don't even give the numbers in the first place. Fails before she even freaking tries.
Yeah, if you're successful, you brag about it. Those are bragging rights. People always talk about how many books they sell, how much money they make. And the thing that you can tell that she's a complete idiot and doesn't know what she's talking about, the woman acts like selling out was such a bad thing. We don't know what was the best-selling product. All of them, Megan. You replace all of them. It's called a sellout. You don't have to worry about SKUs if you sold out your entire store. That's not a problem. And she's like, and we need to pivot in another direction. Why would you pivot away from selling out of your entire store? You would continue to do the same thing. You wouldn't say, hey, this really worked and we sold out, but we're going to change direction entirely and go over here and think real hard about what we need to do with our business.
Exactly.
Correct.
Exactly.
She said that
and she was
before on
very
her Instagram.
quick, and she was and the whole Sussex team were very quick that when Hazza released his book Spare, they released the numbers then, didn't they? Bastard's selling memoir, he's sold millions, he's done this, he's done that, blah, blah, blah. They were very quick to, brag about the numbers then. Not so much now.
Because we found out that it was a financial fail.
Yeah.
Because
like
those numbers were the ebooks that they gave for free, and all the books went for sale on 50% off. So the numbers were good, but they didn't make the money. And then we come to find out it was the biggest book left behind by
like a locust.
Behind.
The most abandoned holiday book of like 2022 or something like that.
Exactly.
And now we know that their fans, the Sussex Squad, after attacking us, they are literally doing all the work for us. I mean, I read The Art of War like years ago. I mean, when your enemies are doing all the work for you, just sit
back and relax.
Let them do it, man. Let them do it.
I'm waiting for them to say something about the fact that Meghan just lost her 10th PR person in 5 years. She only lasted 3 months.
But you know what? You know what? It's not because of PR. Meghan is not losing these workers or staff because of PR. She's losing them because of the type of person she is.
Yeah.
It's her character.
But that's my point. She's had 10 PR people in 5 years.
Because of her.
Exactly.
Sue, Mike Tyson had a PR person after domestic violence and biting off an ear.
Well,
he's now beloved. He's beloved.
Listen, this woman only lasted 3 months. She was stupid to leave
They're
Netflix.
leaving because of her, Sue.
Of course they are, but she should not have left Netflix to go work for Meghan. She should have had a clue.
Yes.
And now I hope this woman can get her job back at Netflix, because now she's
say something.
Yeah, go for it, Tiff.
Yeah.
No.
Your lines. In 2020, I remember a meme came out, and the meme was, what are some phrases you can say no matter what the circumstance? And one of those was, in this economy? So when this lady quit, it's like, in this economy? Like, there's I was laid off 2 months ago, and there's no jobs out there. So it says a lot that a woman in this economy would quit, probably a prestigious, you would think, right? I mean, I don't know how much it paid, but in this economy?
Well, do you know what, Tiff? I'd answer that by saying that what I've learned from yourself and HG Tudor, amongst other things, is that narcissists love bomb. When they meet someone, they love bomb, right? So with this ex-Netflix PR person, it's conceivable that an alleged narcissistic nutbag like Megsy would have love bombed the absolute hell out of her, right? Join our team, you're amazing, we're amazing, we'll make amazingness together, blah, 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 right? And yeah, it took only 3 months for that ex-Netflix employee to turn around and be like, yeah, no thank you,
what about that
off.
other guy, Josh, who quit? He was there for 3 months. He quit right before they went to Columbia.
Yeah.
Nobody's lasting.
I remember speaking to your favourite DC lawyer guys, John Witherspoon. Hopefully I'll get him back soon.
Yes, I love him.
Yeah. Hopefully I'll be getting him back soon, because there seems to be a little bit of movement going on. But
Yeah.
he turned around and he said something that stuck me to this day, which is this. He has, I won't go into too much detail, but he does have a lot of experience with DC heads of staff, this, that, and the other. And he turned around and he said, and at the highest level as well, mind you, he said it is unprecedented for the head of staff to quit a week before foreign tour. Unprecedented. It doesn't happen. If they're going to quit, they'll do it after the foreign tour, never a week before. So for them to turn round and say, oh, well, he left because it just came to the natural end of his contract. He was only supposed to be here for 3 months and that's it. Yeah, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. They are lying to you.
What a coincidence that it's always 3 months. And from what I remember, in dating advice, they always say the third month the mask falls off, right?
Yeah,
they can
that's
only
it.
be together for so long. What a coincidence that we're seeing it's about 3 months. That's how long it appears that they last. And I remember there was, goodness, I think it was Amy Pickerel, maybe.
Amy Pickerel, I know that name.
Yeah, she was, goodness, I forget.
Yeah, I know the name, I just can't remember.
I recognise the last name of Pickerel.
Pickerel.
The woman in Fiji who was found in the car crying, allegedly.
Dude, yes.
Okay, yes.
Yes. Yes. Roll
And if
courtesy,
I'm not
yes.
mistaken, Amy Pickerel used to be the PR person for that British singer.
I want to say Ed Sheeran for some reason.
No.
Robbie Williams?
In the 2000s, maybe?
Robbie Williams?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I remember I was reading an article and I did a video about it, and the article mentioned Amy Pickerel used to be the PR person, and they were basically trying to, I think it was Amy Pickerel, so please, but the point of it was, this is someone, and the same with probably this lady that quit, that has credibility, that has professional experience, has been able to hold it together in stressful situations.
Yeah.
And yet with Meghan,
Isn't Amy the one who quit in the middle of the tour of Fiji? One of them quit. She was being trained to replace Samantha the Panther Cohen, and she quit in the middle of the tour.
Yes.
Is that her? Okay.
I believe it was, yeah.
I thought the name sounded familiar. Now, let me just say one more thing. I know you have to wrap this up, but I just want to say one more thing for those of you who didn't read the article. I just found this interesting.
We love you, Steph. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, guys.
I thought you'd find this interesting. They're saying that the report that was done about Meghan's bullying, the one that wasn't released.
Yeah.
They're saying it wasn't released not because of Meghan, but because of what it uncovered about Andrew.
Yeah. Distraction.
So they decided not to release it because it would damage.
Yeah.
That's what was in the article. I'm talking about it in my video either tomorrow or Tuesday. I can't remember which, but that's what they said.
It's so interesting you say that, Sue, because I kid you not, maybe 2 weeks ago, I saw an article that said that I think Prince William was getting ready to release the Meghan's files. And if you take all these pieces of evidence together, perhaps if already whatever is coming out in Andrew's thing is already out,
maybe they'll release it.
Files will come out and then justify taking titles.
Maybe.
I mean, the original reason why they said that they weren't releasing the report was to protect the data of the whistleblowers.
Correct.
The people that spoke up against Megxie.
Yes. They said it was privately done. It was paid for by the Queen. By
Yes.
the palace.
Yes.
They hired a private firm to do it.
Yes.
And because I remember when the report was done, Meghan's team wrote to the palace and demanded a copy of the report. They demanded to know the names of the people they spoke to. They made all these demands, none of which were given. And then the palace said, we're going to keep this private. And Meghan immediately went out and said, look, I've been cleared. You weren't cleared. They simply didn't release the information. I felt like they didn't release the information because it would make the palace look bad because they didn't protect their workers from Meghan and her behavior. They knew she was misbehaving and they didn't protect their workers. I feel like that's why they didn't release it, because it would make them look bad as a company.
Yeah, because no disrespect. I mean, I'm looking forward to watching your video soon and getting your take on it. But I don't buy this whole thing of they've not released it because it exposes Andrew.
That's what's in the article.
There's enough out there. There's exposed Andrew and so much more coming out. I've got to wonder where that information's coming from. It seems like potentially a deflection, so that from maybe the Sussex team turning around and saying, you know, it's not on us, it's actually Andrew.
And it could be, but this whole thing about Andrew, every day there's more information. Andrew this, Andrew's now being accused of this, Andrew's being accused of that, Andrew is doing this. Nobody cares anymore. Like, we're all sick of it. They took his flag down from the you know, the St. George's Chapel. They removed the York flag. Okay, fine, whatever.
But we're getting sick of everything.
Yeah.
We're getting sick of, I mean,
yeah.
I mean, am I nuts?
No.
They just put out the pumpkin patch stuff.
Yeah,
I'm
the same
sick
thing
of
they
that.
released in 2022, which was from years before. Like, get over it, Meghan. Do something.
Yeah.
Do something good. Do something good for the holidays. My God.
Boring.
Like,
She's
there are
boring.
people, like right now, like there are people freezing outside. There's dogs and cats freezing outside. Do something good, Meghan.
Yeah,
My
release
God.
like the,
But hang on a minute, with the caveat of do something good, but don't take the cameras with you.
But
Don't take the cameras with you. Don't let anyone know. Just do something good.
Sue, hold on. Steph, what?
Do something good. Just don't take the cameras with you.
Yeah.
Do something good, but not for the applause or for the recognition, right? Do it in private and no one knows about it. And no one leaks it or anything like that.
Didn't they already try that? Didn't Harry give money to something and then 3 months later, when nobody reported on it, he released it while he was in the UK? That 3 months earlier, I donated money to
to children in need. It was like this place at Birmingham.
He donated it. He didn't tell anybody, and then all of a sudden, he told everybody.
Right. It's performative PDA. They will never do anything privately. Like, by the way, Prince William has donated millions of dollars, and someone else pointed out what he had done on Instagram. They don't run around telling everyone, hey, everyone, we just donated $2 million for XYZ. And that's what frustrates me, is people always act like the royals don't do anything, but they do so much. They just don't walk around like Harry and Meghan telling everybody every little thing that they do.
They actually donate their own money that is created from the duchy. It's not that they get money from someone else and then pass it on to a charity as if it's their own money that they've donated, rather than like basically getting it from a third party, whatever they've got it from, right? So even when Harry and Meghan donate, it's not from their own money.
Guess what? Stef the Alter Nerd, guess what? Donate now, because this is the truth. You guys are donating to the truth. Please, for the love of God, keep us going. Because Meghan is not going to win this.
No.
Harry's not going to win this.
No.
It's not going to happen.
No.
So please.
It's not going to happen. And on that bombshell, make sure you are supporting all these lovely ladies right here. My ride and dies in this community. We've got the fabulous Sue Smith. Sue, just give us a little bit of a quick lowdown. What are they to expect next week content-wise from you, love?
Oh my God, just tomorrow alone, I cover the Godmother's bookstore. And well, of course, I also cover all the real working royals. I talk about, we've got the Duchess of Gloucester, the Duke of Gloucester, the King just had a ceremonial welcome for Vladimir, or no, what's his name? Zelensky, whatever his first name is. Yeah, a ceremonial welcome. I mean, I cover all the real working royals. Princess Anne is a work dog. I'm telling you, the woman never stops for a second. So I cover all the working royals. And then I discuss a little bit of Andrew, and then we get right into all the Harry Meghan stuff. And that visit at Godmother's was the most. I'm going to cover all that tomorrow. And then, of course, we just continue on with everything going on. There's always something.
Fair play. Then we've got the Sidley twins. Nancy, we miss you, hon, but Stephanie has
She
sure has done you
just
proud.
landed.
She just landed.
My
Yay.
dad, Kirk Sidley is on his way to the airport, guys.
Woo-hoo!
But Nancy and I will be back tomorrow, guys. She went to Chicago to be with her boyfriend. Oh my God! Hold on one sec. I have no bell. Here we go. Be with her boyfriend. Everyone drink.
Drink.
Thing on our show. Whenever Nancy mentions her boyfriend,
You have to drink.
We have to drink.
Yeah. But I just want to tell everyone thank you so much. I mean, Stef The Alter Nerd is really bringing this stuff to light, and I really want, please, for the love of God, just give her $1, a $2, $5, $10. I don't care what it is, but please keep these channels going, because we cannot do it without you. This is your channel too. So I appreciate everyone that is here and everyone that has participated. And Nancy and I will be back tomorrow. Thank you so much. I appreciate
you guys. Let's get
we
on.
Love you, Steph.
Love you too, honey. Rest in Dollface. Hey up, lass. What's coming up next week for you on your channel?
I'm going to be finishing up the video for the Victoria Beckham special, which I have to say, my God, I love her even more than before. Like, I'm keeping Netflix just to keep watching that. And if they come out with it on DVD, I know what I want for Christmas. Seriously. So good. Like, I'm so happy for Victoria. And then I've got a few other things. Actually, you know what, guys, please tune in for this, because someone sent me an as ever spread, and we know that Meghan and Harry like to go after the youth and claim everything is for them. And I have somebody of that demographic who tasted it, and they are not impressed.
What flavor did you get? What
The
flavor?
apricot.
That's what I got.
The apricot. All right.
It was anything but I will definitely have that soon. Happy birthday, Steph.
Thank you, honey. Then we've got Michelle from Royal Daily Tea. What have we got coming up on your channel next week, hon?
Well, I had a lovely live with HD Tutor today where we talked about ghost stories, the paranormal, Halloween. It's not as typical stuff, so go over and check it out. It was really fascinating. Then on Friday, I'm going to have all of these beautiful women join me for a Halloween spooktacular event where we're going to be wearing costumes, doing some Halloween trivia, as well as maybe some spooky stories, maybe some really bad karaoke. You don't want to miss it. It's 1 p.m. We'll have all the information down probably tomorrow. And then I'm going to get a video out. I just got a new desk. I'm working on my office. So my goal is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, which I failed miserably. But my goal is to have a video out tomorrow. And then, of course, hosting these lovely ladies on Halloween.
Babe,
Oh,
we got you. We got you, babe.
We got you. We're coming. We're coming. Then we have Tiff over at Revealing the Narc that has just unmasked herself today.
Hey, Tiffany's mom.
Hi, Tiff's mom. What are we to expect from your channel next week, hon?
So today was a huge day for me.
Yeah.
The mask came off. So this is going to be my first week making videos on camera. And I'm so excited about it because I can diversify. I have a lot of B-roll footage of Meghan acting like Meghan. And because of that, it's harder to talk about other people and because I don't have that much footage. So I have some stuff that's going to go on my Revealing the Crime channel. Lori Vallow acted a recent 6-minute long hearing. So I'm going to be talking about that on my
Awesome.
No, it's the grandiosity and I just can't with that woman.
I love you. That's so
I
cool.
saw that. She's insane.
I'm
I
excited
can't
for
wait to
that.
see your video on it.
I love you, Tiffany. That's so cool.
Tiff,
yes.
I do have a request for you to consider. I would love for you to do one of those analyses on two-tier Keir Starmer, our Prime Minister in the UK. Now that would be interesting to see your take on it.
She's throwing the gauntlet down, girl.
You want to diversify? Here we go.
You know what it is? It's hard. I don't want to do politics.
Okay.
Because
Me too.
narcissism happens in all political parties. And I don't want anyone in the audience to feel like they might be left out, you know?
Fabulous.
I'm really hard not to get into politics. And I know a lot of people have said, what about this person? What about that person? I just want to make sure that this content is available and it doesn't turn anybody off, you know? So I try really to keep that out there. But
so short answer, piss off, Steph, not happening. Move on. Fine by me.
Happy birthday.
Still love you, Tiff. It's fine.
We love you, Tiff. You're so beautiful. You're beautiful inside and out. We love you so much.
You are.
I feel so lucky, you guys. I feel so lucky.
I said, I was like, man, you're growing. I
You
told that
are.
to Michelle, resting doll face. It's like, we gotta keep doing this. We can't keep silent.
No.
We talked about our wonderful supportive group of girls that we have today. Tiffany, we're literally on the phone today. And I'm like, you know, all the things with YouTube, the most valued thing besides the wonderful community of subscribers is the wonderful ladies that I met here. It's not about how many subscribers or the money or views. It's literally the friendships that I would not have made without being on YouTube. So to me, that's the most valuable takeaway, are these lovely ladies right here.
I agree.
Amen to that.
You are not getting any disagreements from me. And just to plug me second channel, because you're all here anyway on Stef The Alter Nerd, Political Nerd.
Do it, Steph. Plug it.
You know what? Do you know, this is the thing, right? For those that don't know, I actually have a degree.
How many do we have on here? How many do we have on here?
We did have nearly 1,000. It's gone down to 734
awesome.
people still watching. So everyone right now, be subscribed to all these lovely lady channels. But also as well, my second channel, Political Nerd, because Megsy's definitely jealous of me because I actually have a degree in international relations and security studies. I actually have that degree. I did it for 3 years, but it's laid dormant for over 20 years because where I wanted to go with it, I couldn't because of health reasons. It happens, life happens, whatever, right? And then I thought, you know what? Maybe it's the best idea in the whole wide world to actually start putting this degree to good use. Ta-da! Literally, politics is my academic wheelhouse, so I go in. I do, amateur linguistic analysis on politicians, what they say, what they don't say, so I go in on that. I have my Steph rants, which you guys must obviously love because you're still watching me, so thank you so much for that. And so much more. Next week, my goodness, a lot has happened this week in the UK, one of which was there was this illegal immigrant who was in one of the hotels that we're paying as taxpayers. He went to jail for attacking a underage girl in, we'll say, an intimate way because of YouTube Human Reviewer. Yeah, the prison and our government thought it was the best idea in the whole wide world just to release him accidentally. And so he was literally on the run for about 24, 48 hours until they actually caught him again. And news has just come through today that they've done it again with another illegal immigrant that they've just accidentally let loose. So yeah, tomorrow, stay tuned on my second channel because I've got a lot to say about that. I've got a lot to say about Sadiq Khan with his cover-up of the grooming gangs in London. They're now investigating over 9,000 cases, even though he said there's not a problem in London about those.
We're here for it.
Oh, there's so much going on. So stay tuned.
You. Happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
We love you so much.
I love you guys too. Thank you so much to everyone that's joined today, especially these lovely ladies here, my Bezzy mates. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for coming on my birthday. I've never really done anything like this before. And guys, I was actually really nervous inviting them, even though like they're my friends and I love them so much because
we love you.
When I was younger, I never had birthday parties or anything like that. So I usually just like celebrate my birthday on my own and shit.
You are talking the truth, and actually behind all this, we would be friends for real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're cool, man. You're cool.
Yay!
I
I
love
finally
You're such a
made
cool
it to the cool
chick.
stage at 39 years old.
No, you're a cool chick, man. You like get it. It's cool.
We're
Well,
gonna do all this again on Friday for Halloween.
I can't
Yeah, we
wait.
are.
oh my goodness.
Yes.
Oh, my
You will
costume.
see our costumes. It'll be crazy.
I'm excited for my costume. I really am. But
I'm
yeah,
excited too.
I'm excited for all yours. She's the bed.
We'll have
Oh.
to have a contest and people.
So
will have to come
everyone
vote.
needs to please, for the love of God, go to Royal Daily Tea on Halloween, the 31st of October, and we are going to do a Halloween spectacular with costumes.
And we're gonna have
It's
people
gonna be
vote on the
insane.
costumes. Y'all are gonna have to vote on the costumes. to see
Yes.
which one has the best costume? And we played some Halloween trivia with HD Tutor, but we're gonna do more Halloween trivia.
Fun.
Maybe all of the girls will have them share a very short story if maybe they've had a ghost story or paranormal story,
Yeah.
maybe a scary movie recommendation, but it's going to be fun, and of course some very bad karaoke, I'm sure.
Yes.
Good time.
But I want to make sure, Sue,
Yes.
are
yes.
you drunk yet?
No, that one
Oh, why
one
not?
awful cooler just didn't do it.
Wait,
for
why
me.
not?
It's so sad.
Why?
You know?
It's past her bedtime, y'all.
I
Sue's
love
normally
you
in
when
bed by
you're
this time.
Maybe Halloween. Maybe Halloween's the way to do it.
This is the first alcohol I've had in like what, 6 months?
So
At
you're
least.
not even buzzed?
She
No.
needs those mule drinks. What are they
Nothing?
called?
Nothing?
That mule drink.
Moscow Mule.
Yes.
Oh,
Sue, you
dear.
need to drink one of those.
It's
She
like
likes
vodka. Ooh.
I mean,
That sounds like one
honestly,
sip and it's good night Vienna.
Ladies, Vegas at my house is gonna be nuts.
Oh,
Oh
it's
my
gonna be
God.
God plan
When
that.
are we going?
It's gonna
Like,
be
I
a
really
headache
wanna get
wrapped in
there.
a riddle.
You gotta fly over for that.
Yeah,
so.
we've got to
Yeah,
start
I know
planning
you
that.
are.
We have
I
to
know
start
you
planning
are.
that. Shiz the bed.
Trust me, I got it.
You know what the hilarious thing is? We're actually going to be parked on the couch watching Twilight. Like, that's what we're talking about.
I know. That's what I said. I was like, Tiffany and I are too much the same. We're gonna watch Gilmore Girls,
That'll do.
and we're gonna watch like your crazy Twilight,
That'll do.
and then we're gonna drink the whole rest of the night.
Oh my God, I've
That'll
got
do.
Twilight
You
stories,
have to
guys.
understand. You have to understand. My house, my parents' house, and our family house, whatever.
Are we still live?
We have a pool,
Yes.
a hot tub, and it's all heated. So it's like us girls are gonna
I'm
go
there.
nuts.
I'm
We're
there.
gonna go
already
nuts.
there.
Yeah, we're gonna go crazy.
Well, on that bombshell, thank you to you guys watching, for tuning in. A couple of quick thank yous. Chris Mills, again, thank you so much for your generous sugar bucks. King Bob, I appreciate you with your support for the leadership. And MLS right at the end, appreciate you. Looking forward to the team up. Well, the face-off, really, between myself and a certain European Viking who I'm going to kick ass again on building a Lego set quicker than him. It's going to happen again. He's going to be beaten twice in a row by me. It's happening. Check it out over on MLS Making Law Simple next week. But yeah, thank you so much to everyone that's watching. Appreciate all your faces. That is it. Till the next time, guys. Bye. Later.